Hello, everybody, and welcome in. I'm back on my bullshit. We got motherfucking Minesweeper on the page. We got possibly some anthropology, archaeology articles if I can find some. And maybe we'll just chill out today because I'm not feeling super duper great still. But we'll make do with what we can do, you know? Brodo, you absolute freaking legend. Thank you for getting first. I think we still have second available, just saying. Oh no, just kidding. Back got second. Bad! Congratulations on getting second. My bad, my bad. Oh my goodness, gravy. Ram, it's good to see you. Alex, it's good to see you. Matsuma, thank you for paying your taxes. Zai, thank you for paying your taxes. Yeah, I broke the bot. It'll never say what I want it to say anymore. Brock, thank you for paying your taxes. Not the Sai. She's about to get owned on Minesweeper. Literally, no. Prepare to see. What? No, they're not right. They're wrong. They're wrong on every. No, no, no. We're gonna win. I'm gonna win. Anyway, how are we doing today? Zai, it's good to see you. What are you doing? Brock, I appreciate you. Thank you for paying your taxes. I hope you all are having a really good day. Welcome in, everybody. On 45 seconds, please. Please. You guys don't know. You better strap in and get ready. Cause we're winning games today. Today is the day we win fucking games, dude. Huh. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? Happy Sunday. I'm already locked. I was telling Dan that I'm already on my bullshit. Even before stream started, I was like clicking away. Whoa! Look at that! You guys, nobody can beat me. Nobody can beat me. I'm unbeatable. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Wait. Unbeatable. Call me the unbeatable dragon, if you will. A legend. One. Boom. Oh my god. This is amazing. I'm doing it. All right, and we'll ignore that now. Hi, Kai. Welcome in, love. Oh my gosh. Zai, thank you. Yes. Yes, Zai, thank you. How has your weekend been? Has anybody done anything fun this weekend? Anything exciting? I'm happy that I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even tell Dan this. Dan is gonna be surprised, but I almost canceled stream just because I was like not vibing with it, you know? I almost did. I almost just said fuck it. But decided against that, you know. Oh no, there's gonna be so many in there! Okay, I have 7 left and I have to avoid bombs. So 1 has to be here. I don't know what to do. Okay, 4 of them have to be here. So 1, 2. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe here. Oh, nice, Nikki, nice. Oh, shit. Okay. She's doing. Ah, no! I didn't mean to press the button! No. That's stupid. I didn't mean to press that button. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys now that we're here. Yeah, okay, well. She's dead. She's done. She's dead and done. That's it. That's the one that I wanted. Thank you, Kai. I love you. Bright ass window. Shut up. You don't like the sunlight? Bro. This is called it's nice. I love having you here, Alex. Okay, well, it was a death at 127 seconds, so you know. I'm sleepy, only got 3 hours of sleep. Wait, Zai, why did you only get 3 hours? Are you playing that game that you mentioned you were playing the other night that I saw you post about on Blue Sky? Hi, Bat. It's really good to see you. How are you today? Where you're playing at, by the way. I'd love to just stalk your play history. Oh, like Minesweeper play history? I don't even know if you can, but this is where we're playing. I don't even know how you would do that, but if you want to, we're playing on Minesweeper Online, baby. Brodo, how you doing? It's been stress, and oh no, Kai, why are you stressed? Let's catch up with each other, guys. How are we doing? I am feeling a little bit better. My throat is honestly like not great today, but it was great yesterday and the day before that. So not entirely sure what's going on with that, but I'm feeling a little bit better. Layla, I actually was thinking about you today because I was like, I need to get a hold of you so we can do a chat. Layla, thank you so much for the 23-month resubscribe. Now this means 30 more days of free experience, baby, and I love you to bits and pieces. I'm gonna read your message close up so we can share in it together. Hi, good morning, Miss Nikki. I'm sitting at the airport right now waiting for my flight to board in less than an hour and a half. I love you, and all my bets are on you to live through the zombocalypse. I love you, I love you, I love you. You are one of my favorite people on this platform. I'm so lucky to know you. Wait, Layla, I love you so much. I appreciate you. I hope your flight is super duper safe. Please be careful. I hope your work trip goes super duper well. I hope you don't have to kick anybody's fucking ass. But if you do, you let me know and I'll fly up wherever you are and I'll help you. Just saying. And the only reason why I'll survive is because of your belief in me, Layla. I love you so much. You're an angel. Can we get a shout out for Layla, please? Actually, hold on. I gotta give a couple shout outs here. Hold on. Wait. I'll do it. Kai. Zai. Melomoram. And my Layla Bean! Look at that baby! Get out of the way, Ram! Look at the baby! I love. But Kai, yes. Everybody tell me how you're doing. I know, Layla, you said you're heading onto your plane, but if you have something positive that's happening to you today, I would love to hear it, just to bring it to the forefront of everybody's minds. But also, no pressure if you need to just kind of focus on getting on the plane and do what you need to do with that. I bought one of those hot dog rolling cooker things like you see at a gas station. How much was it, Zai? And that sounds like actually, that sounds really delightful. I would love that. Layla and Brodo and Poosh, thank you for paying your taxes and thank you for getting us into a hype train. You guys have been so sweet to me this week. Thank you. Oh yeah, I was updating you on how I've been doing. So I'm feeling a little bit better, but not as good today as I was yesterday, but I am feeling better. I'm kind of disappointed in myself because these Sunday socials have not been like proper Sunday socials, but I've been on summer break. And so I've been like really just like letting myself have a break, but I want to get back into some really good Sunday social vibes. So I have to figure out, like I need to sit down with myself and just kind of like get some work in with that because I want to walk through some really interesting things with you all. There's a million and one ideas that I have in my head, but it's just actualizing that information can be really difficult. So we'll figure that out. Next Sunday is really exciting because Alex and I have a Sunday social that we're going to be working on together. I need to get with you, Kai, because I actually want to figure something out with you next week as well if you are available, because I have a pretty open schedule for the next 2 weeks-ish, week and a half-ish. Not super duper open, but opener than it was before. So I think maybe next week might be kind of a bit more of an educationally heavier week with like content, but we'll see. And I just need to like keep picking up that momentum because I really want to learn and I feel like I haven't been learning. I feel like I've been gaming and vegging out and that's okay, but my brain needs to be stimulated. So I hope you guys are excited about that maybe. Dodd, thank you for paying your taxes. I appreciate you. Remember, Dot? Remember whenever you first came in here and I said, it's me, Dad, and I thought I was disappointing you because I thought your name was Dad, not Dodd. Do you remember that? Finished up a thing I messaged you about, stocked up on groceries, met up with the parents. That's about it. Hey, Alex, I love that, and I appreciate you DMing me. I saw the DM. Matsuma. Ay, ay, ay. I'm trying. Thank you, Zai, for giving Kai a shout out. Yes, the sun burns me. Hungry, why? Put sunscreen on. What the hell? You guys gave each other shout outs, and I was missing it. I'm sorry. Just reading Parasite Full Color Edition. Dude, that's gotta be so fun. I watched the anime. It was really good. Oh my god, bestie, can I suggest a different site? Yes, Brodo. Yes, Brodo. Please. I'm ready. Give it to me. Nikki, I shall DM later. Okay, please do. Please do. Hey, Nikki, fun fact for you. If you think about it, your belly button is just your original mouth. Odin's, actually, I really like that as a fact. I think it's so funny and so weird because it's so true. It's like, this is where we received all of our nutrients from for a really long time. And now we just have this fucking dent in our body. Or some people don't have a dent. Some people have an outie. I would love to know why. Why do some belly buttons go out and some belly buttons go in? You know? The purple dork is here. You better leave her alone. And your brain. Wait, my brain named myself? What do you mean our brains named ourselves? My mom named me. Did my mom's brain name me? Is that what you're talking about? I always believe in you. Let's just hope you have snacks because we're not us when we're angry. You're right, Layla. You're right. I'll make sure to have all the snackies. Got back from from a walking holiday in the Lake District today. A walking holiday? Dodd, explain that a bit if you don't mind to me. What does that mean? I don't know if I've ever heard of that phrasing, a walking holiday. But that's so awesome. I hope you had the best time. The Lake District sounds so fancy. I already did most of those shows. Zai, I'm so sorry. Zai, I'm so sorry. But they all yes, you're right. The positive for Bat, I woke up. Let's go, Bat. I'm proud of you. I'm happy you're here. $80 is a small one. So you're going to be roasting some glizzies? Zai, that's exciting. Take a picture of it and post it in the Discord. Security was super quick and smooth. That's my positive for today. I'm getting to the hotel early, so I'm excited for a nap. Yay, Layla! Hell yeah. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy that you're able to do that. Layla's being a boss-ass bitch out here in the world. Hi, Captain Lovely. How are you doing today? Bye, buddy. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. It was quite funny, indeed. Good times, Dodd. You and I. Today has been a sliders only. I walked like 14 odd. Oh my god. You've been getting your fucking steps in, dude. That's amazing. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing on another good day? I'm doing pretty good today. Honestly, I'm doing pretty fucking good. Pretty fire, if you ask me. I'm not feeling super great. I guess I'm still healing. But I'm good. I'm super good. Look at that leg. Can you guys see just that leg? The way he's sitting right now? So twoo and so wheel, bestie. Oh my gosh, Minesweeper.online. Minesweeper.on. Wait, let me. Minesweeper. You can create an account. Oh, now I'm gonna have to move my window a little bit. Okay. Let's try this one out. I have now created account. Created account. Account created. I'm playing an intermediate. Dude, what? Brodo. This may change my life forever. And my name is Nikkihurray on there, so it should be easy to find. And there's competitive versus casual, different modes, like no guesses. It gives you analytics on your clicks and efficiency. It's pretty neat. Wait! Brodo! Oh my god! Thank you so much. This is incredible. Dan and I's game is just enhanced by 1,000,000%. I'm proud of you today, and let me explain why. Oh, Ram. Oh, God. Okay. The Addy belly button is just because of the way the umbilical cord healed itself from... Oh, Odin's. Oh, that's interesting. That makes that makes sense. It makes sense. Our brains is where language came from. So brain is the one part that decided that it's called oh. And then the brain named everything else? That's crazy. My brain can't handle that right now. You go on a holiday and you walk a lot. Oh, the one I go on is an annual thing, and it's basically a really long bar crawl. Walked a bunch and drank a lot of alcohol. Dodd, what the heck? I love that. That sounds like so much fun. A walking holiday. But you broke the mold? Shut up, Ram. Time his ass out for 5 seconds. Another fun fact for you, when you brush your teeth, that's the closest we get to cleaning our skeleton. Wait, I like that one too, Odin! These are good. Odins, these are good. I like them. Yes, the Milo is here. He's chilling. I had a hot dog toaster growing up, and I love that thing with my entire being. Layla, what's stopping you from getting another one? $80. That's it. Thank you, Bodo. I'm excited. Talking of skeletons, do you think dogs know we have bones under our skin and that's why they lick us so much trying to get to the bone? I really don't think they do. I don't think that dogs have that wherewithal. Like, I could be wrong, but I just don't think that's the case. Or maybe they know we have bones, but our bones aren't the kind of bones that they would want to eat initially, unless we were dead and gone and whatever else, right? Go follow Steven. He's awesome. And Jolt, thank you for paying your taxes. I love having you here, buddies. Excellent. Now my clicks are stalkable. So I got to make them all count. Yes, you enjoy, Bat. We appreciate you. Enjoy your readings. We will chat with you later. Her alt is... Yeah. So you guys can't stock everything. Yeah. Nicole, huzzah. Do y'all remember the Birkenstock clogs that were all the rage in like the early 2000s? Yes, I'm seeing them so much now. Do you think that the creation of Crocs made them? Probably, Layla. I have no doubt. The fact that we see trends just constantly go, like, be very cyclical. Like, I've heard talks of it being kind of like a psychological thing for people as well. Why, like, things become like cyclical, but yeah, I have no doubt that Crocs laid the foundation for the newer generation to go back. And it makes you think about that TikTok that I saw, or the TikTok trend type thing right now, where there's I don't know, the Gen Z gaze or whatever it is, where like they think this like stare and stuff is their own, but then millennials are like, no, it's the millennial gaze. And it's like every new generation is going to find something from the old generation, and probably pick up on it and be like, wow, this is so new and fresh and amazing. We love it. Meanwhile, many of us are like, wait, back in my day, I used to wear that shit all the time. Belle, I love having you here. Welcome in, and thank you for paying your taxes. How you doing today? How many licks does it take to get to the bone? Kai, that's actually really good. I like that. What do you call a bulletproof Irishman? I'm scared. Good morning, Jolt. How are you doing today, love? Yeah, what? You guys don't unzip your body and jump in the shower to scrub your bones, Captain. I haven't done that in a long time. That reminds me of the Ren and Stimpy. Oh no, was it Ren and Stimpy? Yeah, where they unzip their skin. You guys remember that one? I need an affirmation thingy today. Sorry for bothering. What do you need? Affirmation thingy. Tell me. Ricochet. Oh my God, Steven. Shake my damn head. I love having you here, Gothic. Welcome in. Thank you for paying taxes, Gothic. Ugh, I know. You're welcome. Steven, what are you doing today? How was your day? I had a pair of purple ones in high school, and I love them. The purple obsession goes way back. Layla's purple arc started way back in the day. Y'all can't take that away from her. I don't know if I ever had any myself. Probably did. My mom probably bought me them because she loved buying us all kinds of fashionable things. But I was okay. But I was really picky about what I wore. It's so good to see you, Belle. Welcome. Yes, go and follow Gothic. We build different. Good morning, Nikki and Peeps. Good morning, Gothic. How are you? I'm doing okay. We are back with the Minesweeper. I'm sorry to tell you. Minesweeper isn't going anywhere anytime soon, unfortunately. Roshan, thank you for being here, Texas. It's good to see you. Love having you here. Love it so fucking much, darling. I can't speak for you, but I think I'm built wrong. You better stop. I think I remember that Ren and Stimpy. Do you remember the Ren and Stimpy episode where they like zip themselves? And they're like, it's so gross. I hate it. But I do be thinking about it. Mine were knockoffs. Honestly, mine probably were too. Let's be honest. My parents couldn't afford to pay for that kind of stuff. You guys hear it? Oh yeah, good. Okay. Thank you for the biddies. And I think that's is that the raving crab? Rashawn, it's good to see you. As always. Today is a melancholy kind of day. Oh, what's going on? Do you mind me asking? If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to, but objection, Your Honor. See, thank you, Captain. No you. Okay, I'm about to board. I love you, Nikki and friends. Y'all have the best Sunday. Layla, you as well. I hope your rose and your thorn. I hope your thorn doesn't exist and your rose stays nice and bright and you get your nap in and good foods. Ren and Stimpy had no business being so unhinged. Couldn't agree with that more. Although, yeah, I couldn't agree with that more, honestly. How is your day? So today is good so far. We have a new Minesweeper website that we're focusing on. So it'll now memorize all of my clicks and everything. You guys are going to see how actual, like, manic I am. I'm not feeling... Yeah, we have a new one, but this one I can log in and I have an account and everything. So now people can like stalk my clicks and see my analytics. It's gonna help me be better. And there are other play modes. Game modes? Anyway. Whatever. That's Dan if you guys couldn't tell. But I'm doing okay, Rashawn. How are you doing today? How goes? Yeah, safe flight indeed. Mostly history vid, but the whole generation talk made me think of it. LinkedIn and the Learn today. Thank you, Alex. I can't wait to see it. I was summoned by Crab Rave. Yes, Crix. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Also, thank you for using the emotes. I really like them. They're so stupid. Cool. Wait, I like that emote too. Oh my god, there is something about pixel emotes that I have a desperate need. Layla, we love you. I don't know, to be honest. I just woke up in John Lennon's song, Nobody Loves You When You're Down and Out. Stuck. Oh, Gothic. Well, I understand. Sometimes we do just wake up like that. I don't know how long you can hang out with us today or if you have some work stuff that you need to do, but I hope that just hanging, being around some friends will help with that, even just a little bit. Maybe go outside, get some sun. Minesweeper analytics, indeed. I got into... What's AoE 2? What's that? AoE 2. Explain yourself. Dan demand he is being an energy vampire or whatever an extrovert is. Your energy is what I need to recharge, Nikki. Well, then you are hopefully getting exactly what you need. So I've been humming that song to myself all morning while I make breakfast and enjoy my tea. You stopped drinking coffee. What was the decision? Why did you make that decision, if you don't mind me asking? Fuck. Age of Empires. Oh, shit. Have you played the other Age of Empire games? You've been stress eating since yesterday? Jolt, I'm so sorry to hear that. What's got you all stressed? If you want to talk about it, you don't have to. I'm going to be quite busy today, but I must talk to you about some things. I'm in and out right now. No worries. Take your time, but I'm here. Just this one. I got the definitive. Ooh, you got the definitive. I wanted my arms down. Definitive edition without the expansion. Oh my god. Well, Rashawn, keep me posted because honestly, I see those games and I kind of want to play them myself, but I don't know. I know that everybody has their own like personal opinions on stuff, but Rashawn, if you like it, if you end up liking it, I'll play it as well. I will base I will is it? I will base my opinion entirely on what you think of the game. You're so welcome, Belle. I thought the coffee was affecting my brain and strengthening the fog. I feel so overstimulated most of the time. Ooh, you know what? That honestly could be what's happening. So I'm keep us posted on how this journey with tea is going then. And I hope you start to feel a little bit less of that overstimulation. I get what you mean. Meanwhile, I just looks at my coffee. Just Jolt, I understand. Take a breath. You're good. At least here, right now, in this space, you good. Remember to breathe, everybody. And if you do breathe and you think about it, the longer your exhale, the better your body will react to like the process of taking in deep breaths, because that exhalation is what helps to calm everything down.
Oh, skipping the turn, sir. They fucking it up it.
Or you could be like True and you could just rage against the world endlessly. True, it's good to see you. Hello, Psycho. Good morning. I did not watch the fight. No, I did not. I did not. Are you talking about the boxing fight? The one with what's his name? Manny Pacquiao? Psycho just asked, "Hi, Nikki. Good morning. Did you watch the fight?" And I don't know which fight it is. There's so many fights, but Dustin Poirier. Dan knows everything, and I love that brain of his. He's so good. No, in everything, but sports especially right now. WNBA All-Star Sports happened last night, and nobody's talking about that. Is that all he said? Oh, sorry, the All-Star Games. Game. Sorry. Psycho, so guess what? I didn't watch it, and I apologize. I'm sorry, I didn't watch the fight. I have failed you all. It's Pog. If you like real-time strategy games, it's cool. I used to play that when I was a whippersnapper. Yeah, I do actually like that. I think I would like it a lot. Critical. What the fuck is up, man? Welcome in. But I think I will like it. You're right, and I'm gonna try it. I know Dan also talks about it, and he said that he liked it. So even if I get the game and I don't play it, he'll play it. So, happy Sunday, Benetic. How we go? How we going today? How we going? I haven't clicked this yet, Brodo, because I don't know, Brodo, if you're still here, but I am so knowing that my clicks are being monitored now. I'm like, I gotta be serious about this fucking clicking business. Did you see the art I posted 2 days ago? I did not, Belle. I did not. And I will have to go and check that out because I think I saw it was posted, but I never responded. So I will respond ASAP. Okay. I'm getting a little anxious, to be honest. I decided I'd take a pause on my thesis for the freelancer work, start promoting it and looking for students. But that things is kind of okay, so those things are kind of on pause too, and we're planning a uni graduation meetup in a couple of weeks, which will have those friends who distance themselves from me, and I guess I just feel like I won't measure up to others there. My career is only starting at 26 academically, haven't even started yet. Feels like I'm falling behind, you know? Alex, ooh, I completely understand where you're coming from, and I don't want to negate your experience because where you're at and what you're feeling is so valid. I will say from experience, my own experience, right? Everybody is on their own trajectory, and nobody's doing anything right per se. There are like these societal norms and these like social ideas that are like, this is the right way to do something, this is the wrong way to do something. And maybe right now it feels like you're doing it the wrong way, but at the end of the day, you are making choices to pause things or to promote things or to take action in other areas that might not be the priorities for other people, and that's okay. They're your priorities, which is definitely a difficult thing to sit with whenever you're going to be confronted by these other people. So ultimately, I am sorry that you're feeling anxious about it. I'm sorry that you are thinking about going to this meetup and you're feeling that pressure. I can understand that pressure. I can relate to that pressure. I just wish that there was a way that you yourself could embody it, or that like people could express to you that like you're not falling behind. Um, the only way that you could be falling behind is based on your own perceptions, your own set, like what you've set up for yourself to try and accomplish. Um, Everybody is moving at their own pace, so. But I get the anxiety. I really, really do. And like maybe is there a way that you can like prioritize one thing that you feel confident about, or maybe think about things that you are doing outside of academia that are meritable within your own perceptions. And like, I don't know, also consider like whether or not that meetup is actually worth it. I don't know. But yeah, I get the anxiety. I read somewhere that coffee can produce a mold in your gut and gut health affects the brain. So I'll let you know what. Yeah, maybe by the end of August if it's changed anything. Gothic! That's nuts. So if that's true, which I have no idea, but I could see it fucking happening because freaking your gut is like your second brain. So yeah. You're such a safe space, Nikki, for everyone. I definitely try to be a space where people can come through and hang out, but I struggle with the idea of safe per se because I don't think that I'm safe for everybody, you know? But I do appreciate that. I appreciate you feeling that way about the space. Gotta go shopping. Hell yeah, True. I appreciate you. Go get some purchases. People need to use coloring books more. I could not agree with that more. As I color some stuff. Square breathing, everybody. Yes, do some square breathing. Manny is still boxing. Okay, so apparently Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, remember I told you I was meeting him? Yes. I think so. So yeah, apparently the dude went into retirement for a while, and then he was the one who won like 8 things because in different divisions and stuff. Dan, is that right? Pacquiao, he like won different weight divisions. 8 different weight divisions. And he's 46. And it ended in a split decision, everybody. Basically a tie. So thank you, babe. Thank you. Yes, Psycho. So I didn't watch that, but Dan told me about it last night. Talking about Wiley versus Tom. Oh, yes, of course. Ill sports. I'm not much of a sports gal myself, but I hear about it from Dan, and I actually genuinely appreciate him sharing that information with me. I like learning about it, but I don't necessarily care too much about it myself. Oh, there it is. He's 46 and beat up a 30-year-old. Stupid judges called it a draw. I was pissed. We going. Yeah, I also am going. But Psycho, I'm sorry. Fuck conformity. That's also very valid. Yeah, fuck conformity. Couldn't agree with that more too. All good. Please take your time, Nikki. Thank you. Or please take your time. Thank you, Nikki. You're so welcome, Belle. I will definitely take a look-sees. But it feels so good sometimes being a Lego piece that fits perfectly in society stuff. Yeah, I can see that. I get that. I get it. And again, everybody's perception is so different. Everybody's needs are so different, right? So for me, if I were in Alex's situation, I just wouldn't fucking go to the event. I'd be like, fuck you guys. I'm hanging out with my friends online. But for Alex, it might be an entirely different situation. Networking opportunities, other opportunities, you know? And so, like, I don't necessarily want to fit into every circle like a perfect little Lego piece. But some circles I'd like to fit in like a Lego piece. Like if I didn't fit in here on Twitch, that would be devastating for me. If I was having beef with another streamer, but I was invited to a streamer event, I probably would go. And I'd be, you know, kind of beat up about it because I'd be like, oh, I'm going to see that person. But I would go. Speaking of writing, that Cursed Family story is coming along well, making good headway with it. Captain, I can't wait. You're gonna get published and it's gonna be amazing, and I'm so excited for you, and I can't wait to read it. Prioritizing on one thing I'm confident about is why I offered you to do the thing that I did. My way back into things, getting the interest back, so to speak. Well, then fuck yeah, Alex. Let's fucking do it. I'm too old for this shit ass dude. Yeah, good on. 8 world championships and 8 different weight divisions. Yes, Psycho. Thank you. Everyone in sports loves ties. Like bow ties? Hi, Lemon. How we doing today? Milo, the boy. The man, the myth, the legend, the boy. Oh, he hated that. Sorry, Milo. Stare at the camera, Milo. Look, look, look. Hold on. Look. Oh, wait, where's the camera? There it is. Milo, look. Milo, look. Right here. What do you want to say to the people? That's all he had for you guys. I'm sorry. Profound wisdom from the boy. I value decency over society or even community. Decency, that's fun. That's interesting because I agree with you, but decency can be such a relative term. I think I always find it so interesting whenever the conversation of like good versus bad or decency versus undecency comes into play, because it's like I agree in this like very abstract way, because at the end of the day, how I perceive decency is based on my cultural, societal upbringing, right? There are elements of everything that I have ever known that play into what I view as decent, which could very well go against anybody else's version of decent. And I just find that so fascinating. Our world and our perception of our world is shaped entirely by the things that are around us. And so even when we think we have this unique thought of what good is, it is not a unique thought. It is built off of other things that you have learned. So interesting. And then that other person would be beat. That's true, yes. I want to start beef with you so we can clip farm it. Steven, let's do it. I'm ready. I've never had beef with another streamer like actively. So, I mean, I guess I'm in the market. Lemon, such a mood. Can you take a nap today or do you have to work? Ugh. I stopped going to things I don't like. Had to let my family know I'm no longer attending funerals because they make me feel bad. So I'm over it. If that makes me a bad person, I'll take the L. But I value my mental space more than appeasing others now. And Psycho, I think that is what I would like for a lot of people to like achieve in some form or another, right? This feeling of a prioritization of your own needs. But like in that particular situation, it doesn't always feel like that is a direct harm that you're trying to do to other people, right? But it could be hurtful to other people because they're like, "Oh, we'd love to see you," or whatever, but you need to be able to prioritize yourself, because if your mental health isn't in a good place, if your mental stability isn't in a good spot, then it's really hard to show up for other people in a way that is meaningful and like intentional. It's not impossible, but it's just difficult. He's so handsome, I know. I think Ram is better suited for that. That's also true. Ram and I could start a huge beef. Hi, Wendy love. It's so good to see you. Happy Sunday to you as well. I hope you're having a good day. I'll definitely sign your copy. Captain, that'd be so cool. That's a good counter, Nikki. I'm ready to debate. Dan got me all worked up the other day with debating, and so now I'm ready to roll. I got zucchinis and eggplants and bell peppers. Gonna make a ratatouille next week. Wait, that's exciting. Happy Shark Week, everyone. What's Shark Week? Is it Shark Week? For real? Okay, I'm gonna try this because I caught up. Yeah, Wendy, same. Is it freaking Shark Week already? Did you guys see that absolute fucking dog shit? What the fuck? What's that about? I am in dismay. Oh God, oh jeez. I'm being so cautious with my clicks. I think this game hurts more to lose at. This hurts more. Because it tells me I can watch my fucking... Oh. 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 You can see everything. Oh, the embarrassment that lives in my soul. Maybe we start with beginner. We brave it. We should warm up. Oh, and also I've also had the idea to write my first piece of nonfiction, a sort of biography. I'm going to Amsterdam in December, and I'm going to write about my experience. It'll be quite like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by 100. I've never read that book, but I need to. That would be so cool, Captain. Hell yeah. I have not yet, Belle. I have not. I wasn't able to get around to it. It starts tonight, Stephen. Oh my god. I'll have to check it out because I definitely want to see it, but I haven't yet. I wish I could, but those things take me out for weeks after. It's just too much for me. Always has been, but I try and do it before for everyone. Yeah, and I totally get you on that. And it's tough. It's a difficult thing to have to like really double down on. So I get that. Okay, let's try the little baby version. Okay, ready everybody? Oh, shit. Who is she? Oh, you know what? We're gonna go here. Okay, great. That was embarrassing. "19 seconds. 19. I died so early. So cautious with your what? I'm so cautious with this game now. Brodo introduced us to one where now you can watch back every choice you made. And it's embarrassing. I mean, granted, like, look, I'm learning still, so whatever, but you have to the next episode is literally in 2 hours. Oh my god, would you like me to spoil the next fight right now, or would you like to see it for yourself? No, tell me, Belle. Tell me. Tell me. Spoil it. I feel like I'm being pushy, but when are we announcing the thing? Tomorrow, Alex, tomorrow. I'll announce it tomorrow with my my schedule. Oh yeah, this is not good. I have to just make a decision. 2? 30 seconds on that one. Fuck, man. Fuck. Ay. That feels honestly cheap. Oh, lots of 2s, lots of 1s. I like this for us. This is good. 22 seconds? How did that take longer than everything else?
Bell_Tel cheered Dex40. Alright, now the next episode, in 2 hours Lamau, is gonna be Miles Morales vs. Deku. Marvel's Spider-Man vs. My Hero Academia. Who do you think's gonna win?
I'm gonna say Miles Morales. I don't know who your hero is in My Hero Academia. Now, granted, My Hero Academia, don't they have superpowers in there? But I think it's Miles Morales because Miles Morales literally could travel through space and time, you know? He does the whole, what's it called? Multiverse shit. Personal opinion is that our boy Miles is gonna win. 19 seconds again, dude. They do? Fuck. But I don't think that, yeah, I still don't think that he's gonna, I think they're gonna, excellent. I love that for me. I think it's going to be Miles Morales, if I'm being completely honest. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm not. The game is wrong. But, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, 17 seconds. Ah! I see what you mean. Yeah. I just think that's my, initial thought. My initial vote is on that. But I'm excited to hear about it. And, you're saying that it's, debuting in 2 hours. Is that correct? Which is exciting. 15 seconds! I'll say this. The connective tissue is that they're both prodigies of legendary heroes where they both also have very similar powers. Web slinging. Really? No worries, Critical. You rest. Take care of yourself. We appreciate you, Critical. I love you. I hope you feel better soon. So unrelated, Critical, but I did see your recommendation in ideas and recommendations, and I already love the creator that you posted, so I'm excited about that. MJ, thank you for paying your taxes. Happy Sunday. Belle, thank you for the biddies as well. Keep us posted. I'd like to know more about that. Oh my god! I'd like to know more about how it pans out. I'm moving so slow. Why am I moving so slow? This is stupid. I'm literally moving like a freaking sloth. I gotta get a different situation going here. I'm excited to tell you the next matchup hopefully soon enough too. Yes! I love hearing these matchups. I also like hearing your thoughts on them, Belle. I love it. Okay, this is kind of baloney. I have a feeling... Oh, nice. That was a good win. Okay. Oh dear. Finally, I gotta tell you who I think wins. Who? Yes. Please. I must know. These take so long. Stop, Natya. How you doing today? All right, we'll do one or two more, and then I will look at some. I pulled up some of the. Oh, fuck. All right, it is what it is. Let's go here. And let's go here. So I pulled up some websites to kind of look at and see if any of this stuff has any validity. Let me put this on here as well. I don't know. We'll have to do very light looking into to make sure that the information being posted isn't misinformation. But I just have some articles here that talk about kind of upcoming archaeology news. Now, whenever we're talking about archaeology news or even anthropology in a general sense, archaeology especially though, when we say something is new, it's probably it was discovered 4 or 5 years ago, if not more than that. And they're only now just being able to talk about it because they've had to do extensive research and just to basically understand what exactly they're looking at and make sure that they're not spreading misinformation themselves. So we might say this is new, but it might not have come. It might have come out years ago. Nacho, I'm doing okay. I'm A little congested still, but but we're making it through. How are you doing today? Are you having a good day? That freaking worm booty jiggle, that's crazy. I love it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, the first pandemic, new velvet worm species, a first for the arid Karoo. Definitely sound better than last time. Oh my gosh, right? Thank you. I agree with that. We're definitely feeling better, but we're not 100% yet. We're getting there. Just chilling, ready to make food in a sec. Hell yeah. What are you making this morning? What's the food for the day? Also, I think it's kind of fun and interesting, and this is sort of, I have, oh my God, my brain. I have a charity that I'm trying to work with, that I am like reaching out to and trying to get a hold of in order to explore how we might be able to work together. For my upcoming charity event, because we're going to be doing our August charity like full month stream again, because I want to do that. I thought it was really great when we did PCRF. It was wonderful. You guys really came through, so I want to try and do it again. This time is going to be bigger, like much, much bigger, but we'll kind of see what we can do. We'll do the best that we can to those who have accessibility to it, right? But the charity that I'm trying to work with is similar to these, where it's like kind of this like people can submit articles into it. It's like a online magazine, I guess. But it is all about like diversity, biodiversity, and like perception and culture and everything else. And so it definitely leans into our conversations of anthropology. And I don't know, I I think it's fun, and I think it's really good to see pages like this, which it says archaeology news, right? On a Science Daily thing, where we see not only archaeology through the lens of like what people in the past left, but we also see archaeology through how it can impact people through other means, like dinosaurs. I think it's, what is it, paleontology versus paleoanthropology. Basically the study of dinosaurs versus the study of humans. Those are two different disciplines. But because everything is super connected, because people are so intrinsically a part of all things, in this particular exploration, we're talking about dinosaurs that can, like, the dinosaur DNA, whatever, that can help with people. And I think more of that needs to happen, more recognition from humans that we are a part of everything. We are not just a separate thing is important, especially when we're trying to learn about history or, I don't know, human behavior or anything else. So that's all to say that, like, the integration of not just people, but like everything involving everything in the world, including ourselves, is interesting to see in these articles. Loaded nachos soon for lunch, dude. Hungry. We had nachos last week, and I fucking live for nachos. I love it so much. Lemon fish ramen. Lemon fish ramen for tacos. I've been up since 5, so I'm big hungry. Okay, well, 1, nacho, yes, you need to go and eat something. But 2, both of those options sound delightful. Holy shit. What the heck? That sounds amazing. Add BRB, no worries, Belle. I have a fascinating video essay about how creationists are obsessed with dinosaurs and proving that humans and dinosaurs coexisted. How long is the video? I don't want to watch anything too long, but Milo, hey, come here. Sit. But I'd love to, shh. I think he still thinks somebody's down there. You're okay. I forget what I was saying. Serious inquiries only? What do you mean, serious inquiries only? I got chicken nuggies, and you got fruit punch, because Sundays are for acting like a child again. Hell yeah, true. I love to hear it. What kind of sauce do you eat in your nuggets? Go. I don't need any sauce on my nuggets, just to be clear. Oh my god, what are we learning about? Hi, Streamy. We're not really learning about anything right now. We're just kind of looking generally at some stuff that's been posted about archaeology and anthropology, also Minesweeper. We're just doing a general look look around, look around and find out, if you know what I mean. How are you, Strings? It's so good to see you. Do y'all remember the Birkenstock clogs? Oh my god. Wait, why did you just repeat what Layla said? What the hell's going on? Sweet and spicy sauce. Yum. It's a biggie to an hour and 20 minutes. Post it in the learning section because I want to watch the video, but I don't think I want to watch it on stream. But definitely post it because I'd love to see it if you don't mind. Okay, let me take a little look at this. I want to see this article. So this is Dinosaurs Could Hold the Key to Cancer Discoveries. This is Science Daily, so it's your source for the latest research news. I like this website because it provides your sources. Now, granted, as with most things, you definitely need to go through and make sure that the source that you're pulling from isn't just some sort of like person on the internet typing away and getting, I don't know, published haphazardly, but at least you have access to citing the source. No, this is to cite the page, but like you can get the material. But yeah, as with I guess most things, just make sure that you are, whatever we read today, just make sure if you're curious about it, if you want to know more about it, just do a little bit more digging on your own. I ran my first 10K last night accidentally. And how did it go? It was an accident, which means you probably fucking, yeah. Oh, half marathon. Okay, no. But that means that you did it easily. Is that correct? Is that a fair assessment? New techniques used to analyze soft tissue in dinosaur fossils may hold the key to new cancer discoveries, according to a new study published in the journal Biology. I should get a subscription for one of these science journals. I think that's what I need to do. I need to look into that and get a subscription for one because I think it would be a good thing. Like my morning read could be a science journal entry. Strings, it sounds like you did it accidentally, which means it's easy. So we have researchers from Anglia Ruskin University and Imperial College London analyzed dinosaur fossils using advanced proteomic techniques, a method that holds promise for uncovering molecular data from ancient specimens. I wonder if this is the same shit that was used to like do the whole direwolf situation. The researchers discovered red blood cell-like structures in a fossil while studying a dinosaur, a duck-billed plant-eating marsh lizard, oh, just kidding, that lived between 66 and 70 million years ago in the Hateg Basin in present-day Romania. The new study used scanning electron microscopy techniques to identify low-density structures resembling lots of science. The findings raise the possibility that soft tissue and cellular components are more commonly preserved in ancient remains than previously thought, which is really fucking sick. That is an interesting concept to explore. And I think when it comes to trying to remedy cancers, I think it is, in my opinion, a great endeavor. When we're trying to bring back the fucking dinosaurs, I don't think that we need that. I don't think we need that. Personally. It was just my endurance run where I try to keep my heart rate below like 155 and keep running for as long as I can. Whoa, my last longest was 7 kilometers. And I was like, hey, what if I try 10K? And then I did. See, it wasn't planned though, and I ran out of town routes to run along. Okay, but all I'm saying is, Strings, it sounds like you are very capable. And so while a half marathon might not be in the cards for you right in this moment, I don't think that it should be out of the question entirely. Kind of sounds like you are capable of anything that you put your mind to and your heart to. So they highlight the necessity of prioritizing the collection and preservation of fossilized tissue, soft tissue, rather than just dinosaur skeletons, as future advancements in molecular techniques will enable deeper insights into disease evolution. Which, okay, so they're saying that soft tissue and cellular components preserved. Hmm. Okay, here we go. So this is what I wanted to see, because being able to pull the DNA and like extract stuff from the soft tissue and the red blood cells and stuff doesn't speak cancer treatment to me. But um, in a separate study, they previously identified evidence of cancer in the dinosaur, indicating its deep evolutionary roots. So there was cancer within this dinosaur, which I think is actually very interesting, right? Because when we think about our diseases and we think about ancient creatures, I guess, it can be sometimes hard to figure out whether or not they existed back then, just because things change and evolve. And dinosaurs as long-lived, large-bodied organisms present a compelling case for investigating how species managed cancer susceptibility and resistance over millions of years. Proteins, particularly those found in calcified tissues like bone, are more stable than DNA and are less susceptible to degradation and contamination. This makes them ideal candidates for studying ancient diseases, including cancer and paleontology specimens. Paleontological. Are blinded by that. Strings, I think that I am very biased, and I do love you and adore you. Yes. That's what I'm saying. I honestly, Ram, though, I'm kind of with you. Time almost source, and I can finally agree on something. I'm not gonna lie, but it's us agreeing on somebody else having the full capability of accomplishing their dreams. Which I know, Strings, it is not a dream of yours to run a half marathon, but I'm just planting a seed with Ram. So what was that? We're playing peak. No, we're not playing peak strings. I'm so sorry. We're not playing peak today, but maybe next week. Maybe. Oh my God! Wait a minute. If Dan is interested, maybe we could try for next week. If Kai is available and Dan's available and you're available and I'm available, we could try. I'm telling you, Strings. You need to stop limiting yourself, or continue to limit yourself, but keep pushing anyway. Whatever works best. 3 months before she says, well, guys, I just accidentally ran 20 miles. That's what I'm saying. I accidentally ran 20 miles. I actually ran all the way into your living room, Nikki. Hi, I'm here. So our research using relatively underused methods invites further exploration that could hold the key to future discoveries that could benefit humans. However, it is crucial that long-term fossil conservation efforts are coordinated to ensure that future researchers have access to specimens suitable for cutting-edge molecular investigations. Just run into my arms. They're waiting, open and waiting to grab and hold. And then you're never allowed to leave again. So that's interesting. Basically, we might be able to have, with future advancements in molecular technologies and whatever, cancer is very quickly becoming a thing that could be dealt with. The first pandemic, new velvet worm. New method provides a key to accessing proteins in ancient human remains. That's kind of cool. Interesting shit. Summary, a new method could soon unlock the vast repository of biological information held in the proteins of ancient soft tissues. The findings could open up a new era of paleobiological discovery. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then pick you up and spin you around. Oh my gosh, because you're so strong and powerful. You got them wacky inflatable tube arms. I do not. I have strong, capable arms. Thank you very much, Ram. Peachy, how are you doing, my love? Are you having a good day? I hope life is treating you so well. I have a customer who has a company that works on potential vaccines against cancer. Fucking whoa, that is wild. Vaccines against it? I really hope that in my lifetime, we at least see very tangible evidence of cures to cancer. I think that would be just so incredible to bear witness to, just because cancer has been this like huge, almost like impossible monster looming over everybody's head, right? And like the likelihood of everyone getting cancer versus not having cancer their whole life is like just Like the odds, the weight, the balance is like off. I am, yeah, I'm talking about cancer. Yeah, I know. We just talked about how dinosaur DNA, like the what can be pulled from it, soft tissue and like red blood cells and stuff, could eventually help better understand cancer in humans because dinosaurs 63 million years ago or whatever had evidence of it. So, yeah. That shit. Yep, you said it better. DNA. I just woke up, need coffee. Go get yourself some coffee, Peachy. Yes. Welcome to the waking light. I'm not that strong, but you're a tiny person. I can squat a 6'2", 200-pound Dutchman. I can pick you up. Oh my gosh. I'm not a tiny person. I'm a strong, big person. Although you saying you could friggin' squat a 6'2", 200-pound Dutchman is, yeah, you can definitely, you can spin me around your neck like one of those batons. Let me read this. Heard she's a very tiny person. I'm not. I'm a big person. A new method developed by researchers at the Newfield Department of Medicine, University of Oxford, could soon unlock the vast I already read that. I already read all of that. You're strong and powerful, but your muscles are dense and compact. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You make a valid point, Strings. You make a valid point. Strings, what are you doing today? I know that you said you explored running. But what are you doing today, right now? Are you still working on nibs? From brains and muscles to stomach and skin, preserved soft tissues can offer unique insights into the past and the lives of individuals. But up till now, this treasure trove of information has been largely inaccessible to science. In the new study, the team led by postgraduate researcher Alexandra Morton Hayward, that's so cool, developed the first robust method for extracting and identifying proteins from ancient soft tissues, then demonstrated its capability on archaeological human brain samples. Wait, that's so sick! Until now, studies on ancient proteins have been confined largely to mineralized tissues such as bones and teeth. I think I read something about this. Either we did on stream or I read about it in school. But they're like expanding how they can research proteins in the body. But the internal organs, which are far richer source of biological information, have remained a black box because no established protocol existed for their analysis. A key hurdle was finding an effective way to disrupt the cell membranes to liberate the proteins. After testing 10 different strategies on samples from 200-year-old human brains excavated from a Victorian workhouse cemetery, the team discovered that urea, a major component of urine, successfully broke open the cells, liberating the proteins within. In dealing with boys, why are boys the way they are? Honestly, Strings, I don't understand. I don't understand it either. I'm sorry. But I think it'll be an endless cycle. Girls are also pretty crazy, and if you're a non-binary being, you probably are also kind of crazy too, let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. Oveya, hi. Hello, Nikki. Are we learning today? What's the topic? Yeah, we're learning a little bit. Today is just a very generalized topic, and we're not doing a long learning session today, just because I didn't really, I'm not coming prepared to Sunday socials. So we're just doing a little bit of, like, we're looking at some of the news for anthropology and archaeology. And then we're going to I think we're going to play some Fields of Mystria, because actually I really would love to do that. So, you know. But how are you doing today? What's up? Also, everybody, as a reminder, Oveya is our pixel artist for our platypussies. And I'm obsessed. I literally can never stop thinking about them. I hope that you know that. Women never fell for me the way boys have, and women don't need me for validation. That is honestly very valid. It's very, very understandable, very valid. You have a lived experience that I cannot invalidate. I'm doing well, thanks. Finally able to sit down and rest my head a little. Oh, goodness. Have you been going? Has it been very busy for you? This particular article that we're reading right now is in relation to, I'll just read the title. New method provides the key to accessing proteins in ancient human remains. So basically, initially, we would use bones and teeth in order to be able to access the proteins in ancient humans. And this helps us to understand what they ate, all that other stuff. But being able to, if I'm remembering the article and this information correctly, being able to now go into the actual like internal organs will not only be able to understand how their diets worked, but also potentially explore what illnesses they had, this including mental illnesses. Before, we weren't able to like, we couldn't get a good read on that outside of written or oral records based on people's like behaviors, but this might be able to help us to not only explore diets and like diseases through that modality, but also something even beyond that, right? Something that we haven't been able to find scientifically in the body. So, and we're finding out that urea, which is a major component of urine, can break open the cells to liberate the proteins within the internal organs or the cell membranes. So after extraction, the proteins are then separated with liquid science stuff. The team found that by coupling the liquid chromatography, mass spectrometry, step with a method called the high field asymmetric waveform ion. Can I just get to the point where you tell me what happened? Because there's a lot of science in this article, which is really great if you like science and to like that element of science, but I want to know what happened. This makes a technique a powerful approach to recover proteins from samples that are hard to analyze, including degraded or very complex mixtures, which I think is interesting. We're finding ways to be able to accomplish that. So they added, it all comes down to the separation. By adding additional steps, you are more likely to confidently identify molecules of interest. It is a bit like dumping out a bucket of Lego. You can start to discriminate between pieces of color, then shape, then size, etc. So these proteins are an ideal vehicle to navigate the recent and deep past, as they survive far longer in the archaeological record than DNA and can tell us about the lived experience of an individual beyond their genetic blueprint, which is sick. So the team identified a diverse array of proteins that govern healthy brain function, reflecting the molecular complexity of the human nervous system, but also identified potential biomarkers of neurological diseases like Alzheimer's and multiple sclerosis. The vast majority of humans' diseases, including psychiatric illness and mental health disorders, leave no marks on the bone, so they're essentially invisible in the archaeological record as it relates to how we've been able to like explore this in the past. And so their idea is that they'll be able to look into the human experience a bit better. Since less than 10% of human proteins are expressed in bone compared to around 75% in internal organs, this technique promises to vastly expand our understanding of ancient diet, disease, environment, and evolutionary relationships. By enabling the retrieval of protein biomarkers from ancient soft tissues, this workflow allows us to investigate pathology beyond the skeleton, transforming our ability to understand the health of past populations. Ancient soft tissues are so rarely preserved. This song sounds like the song from Outer Wilds. Maybe it is, I don't know. Hi, Mazzy. Welcome in. How are you? Mazzy! What are you umming about, Fanatic? The learning part? Bog bodies! The method has already attracted interest for its applicability to a wide range of archaeological materials and environments, from mummified remains to bog bodies and from antibodies to peptide hormones. Organs make dirt history real good. It's true. You're right. You're right. Had to work, took a nap, sat outside, took a smoke break till I got too cold, and now are you back inside chilling? What a dream. That sounds lovely. Smoking is bad. Kids don't do it. Yeah, smoking is bad. Don't do it. Mizzy, it's good to see you. Ancient soft tissue are so rarely preserved, yet could hold such powerful information regarding evolutionary history. Yeah, I think that's really fascinating, actually. And I'll post this link for you all to take a look at if you're interested. This is Science Daily. There's a bunch of different articles on here, not even just about archaeology and anthropology, but ancient recipes or rituals. Neanderthal bones reveal a prehistoric culinary mystery. Did Neanderthals have family recipes? A new study suggests that two groups of Neanderthals living in the caves of Amud and Kebara in northern Israel butchered their food in strikingly different ways despite living close by and using similar tools and resources. Scientists think they might have been passing down different food preparation practices. The subtle differences in cut mark patterns between Amud and Kebara may reflect local traditions of animal carcass processing, which I don't know. I don't know if this is really cool to anybody else, but when I think about my life currently and I ask my mom, hey, how do you make such and such meal, right? That is the act of passing down a method of doing something, a method of cooking, right? Fascinating. It's cool. It's awesome. It feels very normal to us right now. But to think and apply that process to past peoples, ancient peoples even, and to think ancient peoples like my house, 100, 200 feet away from my neighbor's house, we're going to cook things differently. So then the same can be said for this Neanderthal situation, right? Ancient peoples, at the point of us learning how to cook stuff, we had to start developing modalities, like our methods of cooking, right? How we wanted to cook our meals. We developed, and it starts to spiral a little bit because then you start to better humanize the ancient peoples of the past, right? They're not just these spectacles, these like ideas of a personhood and an identity, but they become people in our minds when we start to think about these like little things and these little acts of day-to-day life. And so I start to think about how they had to develop a certain interest in a certain flavor or taste based on their environment, right? They had different spices and whatever. They add the spice. That then becomes a method of cooking that they pass down. But then somebody, a couple miles, 2, 3, 4 miles away, they have an entirely different environment, ecosystem that they might be working with. They might have an entirely different process of cooking. Maybe they don't know how to make fire as well, so they have to learn how to cook with less fire. Like, oh, it's just so cool. It is just so fascinating. And I think that's this exploration for me really helps to ground ancient people and ancient history in a sense of reality. I think that video games and stories and movies, they do a really good job of like bringing that stuff to our attention so that we're like, oh, this happened. This actually happened. But for me, at least, it still has this like almost dusting of fantasy to it. It's this like, it's not happening now. So it like I can separate myself really well from it. But when I reach it like this, when I get down into the science of stuff, where I start reading like, yeah, just basically about the science of things, it really helps me to find a tangible like connection to our ancestors, to people. Went to another bar mitzvah yesterday and had some great food. Let's fucking go, Mazzy. I hope you're feeling full and satisfied. You ever think about how foods happen? Like someone left milk out and boom, you had cheese. They ate that not knowing anything. Yes, I think about that all the time, Strings. And I also think having conversations with like Zach, somebody like Zach, or people who have like a food science sort of focus. It is so much fun to talk to them about that. Or not even just food science, but also like, what's it called? When you like farm. Agriculture. An agricultural focus. Oh, I love it. Because food is like so important to us. And it's important to culture. And it's important to like our physical makeup and like how our bodies are nourished. And oh, it's just so fascinating. Nikki 5,000 years ago was asking her mom about a recipe. For real! I was! Bread? How the fuck did you invent? That's what I'm saying! Somebody just like, all the ingredients, like things just fell into place. And then, okay, even more so than that, right? To your point, Strings, there was a curiosity. Because food, At what point, right, did food go from being the thing we eat to survive to the thing we like experiment on, right? And that would then lead us to figuring out like how they might have made bread, or like how they found spices to like enhance something. Was it an accident? Was it accidental that everything sort of fell into place? Or was it intentional? And I have a feeling there was a huge element of intentionality behind it. Because I don't want to I think that like our species, as it has continued to evolve, now we are not Neanderthals per se. We might have some Neanderthal DNA in our bodies, but we're not Neanderthals. And so this is like kind of a different conversation, but still, them being our ancestors are part of our history. It's just like, it's just so fascinating. Robin, 30 more days every experience. I appreciate you so fucking much. Thank you for resubscribing to the channel. I hope you're having a really, really, really good Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have you guys here. And Robin, thank you for paying your taxes. They had these small pitas filled with some kind of mayonnaise, eggs, and eggplants. I normally don't like eggplants, but I absolutely adore that. That sounds delicious. Been waiting for this one. Happy Sunday. Robin, 24 months. 2 years. 2 years. Holy shit. That is crazy. Robin, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And hi, Chillax. Welcome in. How you doing today? Nazi, thank you for paying your taxes. There's a dish here in Brazil. We'll look for the name. Yes, please. That you have to cook for 7 days before it stops being poisonous, and that always makes me think how they arrived at that conclusion. Yes, yes. And it's like you break it down further, where it's like, again, we have our environments, right? Environments help to cultivate the different types of foods that we eat, because if you're not living on in a coastal location, you're probably not eating a lot of fish, even though you might get fish imported. Austin, love having you here. Welcome in. But how many people had to struggle, suffer, or die before they realized, oh, this is how long you need to cook it? Why did they think that, right? If somebody ate something and they died, why wasn't the initial response, we shouldn't eat that anymore? Instead, we explored it. Was it accidental? They were like, we're not going to eat this. So they leave it where it is. And then after a couple days, somebody gets really hungry and they try it again and they're fine. Like it is incredible. It is incredible, and it is fascinating, and it is, oh my God, it is just so neat to think about how like absolutely brilliant our history is. It's so cool. Sorry to interrupt. No, Robin, you're totally fine. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. As always, you know that. If I ever ask my mom for a recipe, I'll be giving myself food poisoning. See, and some Neanderthals weren't built for cooking, and that's okay. Me too. I mean, at day 3, you would probably stop trying. Exactly. Like there has to be some investment, right? Speaking of the best bread dish, I'm being summoned to have pizza. Strings, go eat, go eat, go eat. Let us know what kind of pizza you have. I'm at least 0.01% Neanderthal. Yeah, I know that there are people out there who still have the Neanderthal DNA. It's a very incredibly marginalized, like tiny little bit, but still it's there. And that little bit proves to us that we lived at the same time. Our species, Homo sapiens sapiens, lived at the exact same time as the Neanderthals. And we got boning. We got to boning. I think the Denisovans are also ones that some people might have DNA with, shared DNA. Austin, it's really good to see you. Welcome in. Hugs for you too. How you doing? You cuties! The food name is, Manitoba. Yeah, is that, I might not be pronouncing that correctly, but Brodo got it, and Ovea. Yes, yes, yes. It's been a great day for me. Just vibing on my 2-day off today. How's your Sunday, Austin? My day is going pretty well today. I'm so happy you've had 2 days off. Do you have any plans for today, or are you just straight chilling? I also wonder how they figured out how to prepare puffer fish. Yes, because 99.9% of that fish is poisonous as hell. Yes. Yes. Like, incredible. I love you. Prosciutto all the way. Prosciutto yum! I love you too, Strings. Enjoy. Buen provecho. Not me, but I have family up north. Unfortunately, I was born Paulista? More like Manisoba. Manisoba. Ah, thank you, Brodo. Thank you. Manisoba. Yum. No plans for me, just chilling and supportive. Austin, well, I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting us here. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope that it is just a very chill, no activity type of day for you. Fuck yeah. That 1,000th guy that didn't die after eating it. Hey, this is pretty good. Fanatic, yeah. Hey, you know what, guys? I think we're on to something. Love prosciutto, but don't eat pork anymore. Oh, Mezzy, I get that. I wonder too if like they just had to do a lot of experimenting. They just had to do a lot of experimenting. Okay, so let's see what this says. Guanciale and bacon. I don't know what the first one is, but yeah, I love bacon. You'll have a hard time separating me from a bacon. Okay, so let's do written in the. I want to read these because this would be really interesting. It's pork cheek with. Oh my god! Fuck me up, dude. That sounds amazing. I hate it in like visual theory, but like it sounds really good. And carbonara. Ah, I see. Okay. I kind of want to try dishes from other regions. I have been to Northeast and South at least, but South food is kind of similar to Sao Paulo. You should do it, Oveya, and then report back and let us know how that goes. Record yourself doing it. More content. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but keep us posted because I would like to know if you do. Okay, so it's written in the boat. So Amud and Kabara are close to each other, only 7 kilometers apart. Neanderthals occupied both caves during the winters between 50 and 60,000 years ago, leaving behind burials, stone tools, hearths, and food remains. Both groups used the same flint tools and relied on the same prey for their diet. So everything the same. Mostly gazelles and fallow deer, but there are some subtle differences between the two. The Neanderthals living in Kabara seem to have hunted more large prey than those at Amud. And they also seem to have carried more large kills home to butcher them in the cave rather than at the site of the kill. Opening a gourmet channel soon. Let's do it! A lot more pork on the south because of the German, but yeah, not too different. Oh, yum, pork. Boo, colonialism. At Amud, 40% of the animal bones are burned and most are fragmented. This could be caused by deliberate actions like cooking or by later accidental damage. At Kabara, 9% of the bones are burned and less fragmented and are thought to have been cooked. The bones at Amud also seem to have undergone less carnivore damage than those at Kabara. Interesting. Paul, Rapping Cat, what's good? How you doing? To investigate the differences between food preparation at Kabara and Amud, the scientists selected a sample of cut-marked bones from the contemporaneous layers of the two sites. Contemporaneous being the like higher sites, so the newer ones, I believe. Let's do a quick Google search. Hi, chillax, welcome in. I said hi earlier. I don't know if you heard me. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We have anonymous follows on, so if you want to join the conversation, please feel free. Otherwise, no worries. I'm good. How are you doing today? Can you help me win a bet with Grady? What's your partner's name? My partner's name is Dan. Where do the layers of dirt come from? So I think it's, I think, wait. Shit, I spelled that wrong. Don't look at that. Honestly, hot, early in the morning, heavy raining now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's summertime, man. In a global warming crisis, like, I'm so sorry. If you're being warm, please drink lots and lots of water. Dutch food absolutely sucks. Luckily, kind of weird to say it like this, so please don't kill me, please. We colonize a lot of places, so we have some great restaurants with different cuisines here. Mazzy, I understand what you're getting at, so no worries. No fucking worries. I totally understand it. Yeah, for as unfortunate as that is, different cultures, kind of blending different cultures together often does make for a really good mix of meals. No need to be sorry, not your fault. Or, oh, no, yeah, it's totally not my fault. I totally didn't change how the weather would be just for you specifically. I just mean to say that I'm sorry that you're having to experience heat right now. Welcome back, Zai. Minestrone? What is minestrone? That's like meat and noodles, right? I hope you're enjoying it, Zai. Yeah, you can blame Floridians. Oh, meat soup, yeah? Got some great Indonesian restaurants here. Dude, I love food. Please summon snow. If I can, I will. Summer snow, baby. Um, layers that exist or operate during the same time period. Oh, okay, okay. That makes more sense. So, we are not choosing earlier layers with the contemporaneous layers. We're choosing the same level. So both of the bones being selected from both sites are at the same time frame in the stratigraphy. And the stratigraphy is what we refer to when we're talking about layers of dirt, right? Because as we dig down, we're getting different layers of sediment, and the different layers can denote different time periods. And so contemporaneous is the same, so that we are able to reference the same time period of what these two individuals at the different groups, in these different groups, were doing at the same time. That makes sense. Okay. They examine these macroscopically and microscopically, recording the cut marks' different characteristics. So that's basically, my understanding is that it is zoomed in with a microscope and then also just looked at by a person, probably. Song dedicated to Indonesian fusion dish. That sounds amazing. It's a vegetarian version I got from a local restaurant. Just heated it. That sounds delightful, Zai. No snowball in the head. Promise I won't do that. Chillax, promise. I'm from Rio, by the way. Otherwise, I would have been to Rogatorio. My city culture is more similar to Minas. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. What are we reading and doing? Some archaeology stuff? Or, yeah, no worries, chillax. So we're just doing, our Sundays are usually dedicated to learning about life through an anthropological lens whenever I can actually get around to doing it. Usually I like to structure it a little bit better, but past couple of Sundays I haven't been super structured. And today specifically, we're just looking at some random articles on more recent discoveries for archaeology. Chillax, I'm not sure if I expressed this before or if you already know about it, but I'm an anthropology student, and I'll be graduating this upcoming semester in the fall. So over the last like 2 years, 3 years, something like that, I have been basically infusing a lot more of my sciencey knowledge into this space, and so we like to learn about things together, and so that's what we're doing here today. I appreciate you, chillax. Thanks. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're reading about right now. And this particular article is about Neanderthals and the let me just read that title. Whether or not they have ancient recipes or rituals, the Neanderthal bones that reveal a prehistoric culinary mystery. So this is the exploration of whether or not the Neanderthals could have had like family recipes, which we kind of see in an article here as well. These two sites are fairly close together. They have all access to all the same like prey and like food sources, and they use the same type of tools. So to find different ways of cutting the meats and cooking the meats is what's of interest in this article specifically right now. So they got it contemporaneous. Similar patterns of cut marks might suggest there were no differences in butchery practices, while different patterns might indicate distinct cultural traditions. Culture. So fascinating. The cut marks were clear and intact, largely unaffected by later damage caused by carnivores or the drying out of the bones. The profiles, angles, and surface widths of these cuts were similar, likely due to the two groups' similar toolkits. However, the cut marks found at Amud were more densely packed and less linear in shape than those at Kabara. So even a slight difference, right, becomes a cultural shift. The researchers considered several possible explanations for this pattern. It could have been driven by the demands of butchering different prey species or different types of bones. Most of the bones at Amud, but not at Kabara, are long bones. Thank you for paying your taxes, Rapping Cat. I'm back. I lost the bet. I'm sorry, Rapping Cat. I'm sorry. You were super close, though. It's okay. It's okay. Did you think it was Paul? And did Grady think it was Dan?
Hell yeah!
Mamawet, it's so good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Happy Sunday. When they only looked at the long bones of small ungulates found at both Amud and Kabara, the same differences showed up in the data. Experimental archaeology also suggests this pattern couldn't be accounted for by less skilled butchers or by butchering more intensively to get as much food as possible. The different patterns of cut marks are best explained by deliberate butchery choices made by each group. Yes, Chillax, absolutely. Please feel free to ask the questions. I thought it was Paul and Grady just didn't know. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's not Paul. That's funny though, Rapping Cat. One possible explanation is that the Neanderthals at Amud were treating meat differently before butchering it, possibly drying their meat or letting it decompose. Like modern-day butchers hanging meat before cooking, decaying meat is harder to process, which would account for the greater intensity and less linear form of the cut marks. A second possibility is that different group organization, for example, the number of butchers who worked on a given kill in the two communities of Neanderthals played a role. Crystal skulls. I think crystal skulls are, you know what? I don't actually have a current opinion on crystal skulls. My memory and my understanding is that most of the crystal skull theory, particularly that is built around like extraterrestrial activity, is false. And it is of my opinion, and it is strongly backed by science and research, that extraterrestrial activity when it comes to ancient peoples and their like technologies that they've created or their innovations or anything of that nature, there is no evidence of it, and the assumption that aliens needed to come down in order to help ancient people is actually rooted in racism. I think it can be a really fun concept to kind of just play with, but whenever it becomes a very serious ideology, I think it strips ancient people of their brilliance, of their capabilities, and yeah. So I don't necessarily have a lot that I can say about crystal skulls outside of like, I think crystal skulls, like when somebody makes a skull out of crystal, I think that's pretty fucking sick. It's awesome. But oh no, not racism. No, it's racism. But also, yes, Nazi white supremacy, which is born and bred out of racism. But I completely agree with you. Now I'll copy you. Can I keep asking questions or let you read and then ask? Chillax, you can ask as many questions as you want. This is a question accepted zone. So yeah, if you have questions, feel free to ask. But yeah, I agree with Alex. There's nothing short of terribleness coming out of the alien commentary. Why is everyone I meet online from Rio? Brodo. Question and answer stream. Hell yeah. Enjoy. There are some limitations to consider. The bone fragments are sometimes too small to provide a complete picture of the butchery marks left on the carcass. While we have made efforts to correct for bias biases caused by fragmentation, this may limit our ability to fully interpret the data. So obviously this is an ongoing kind of like exploration, but I think it is very fascinating. And I also don't think that it's a far-fetched idea, especially if we look at ourselves now, right? Yes, we have discovered more things and we're learning more stuff and we're like definitely a different species overall, but why couldn't our ancient ancestors have the capacity to create family recipes or develop culture in, I guess, in this capacity? I think it's so neat. It's so cool. Something that came to mind in my experience, a good gauge for a good scientific paper, at least for linguistics, maybe it's different in anthro, it probably isn't, is it averages out to 2 citations per page. Ooh, that's actually really, really, really interesting. Okay, so that could be something that we can actually look into long term as well when we're looking at these articles, is how many citations they actually have. Thank you for that. That's actually really helpful. Interesting. For me personally, Easter Island presents gods like Egyptians have pyramids. And now for question, what do you think about Europe stone balls found? I don't know anything about Europe stone balls. Yes, Zai, thank you. See, articles are harder since it's still a bit more science popularization. Yeah, but still, nevertheless, having multiple citations on something is obviously going to be a benefit. I think it's still really fun to read some of these articles, even if like there should be more like going back and like not going back, but just like following up with more information on that. But yeah. Yeah. Sweeney, thank you for paying your taxes. Have you heard of ancient grilled cheese? I really haven't. Although Steven posted something about ancient butter. Ancient butter archaeology. Bog butter? Shut the front door. Europe. Okay, let's see. Is it this one? So I don't know anything about this, Chillax, so I'm just going to look into it and see what it says here. Just kind of like explore some different articles on it. That massive stone, yeah, it's related to that. Really? Okay, I'm going to have to look into it. Oh my god, we've been blessed. You're allowed to post links. Okay, we'll read this too. I vaguely remember that it's a geological formation. Yeah, and that's probably why it's in the geology page, this website, but I just want to kind of do a little bit of light reading on it. But yeah, Steven talked about like freaking butter being found, and I think that that's really neat. So let's like kind of explore that a little bit. Biggest stone ball in Europe, just discovered in Bosnia. So, chillax. My thought, right? And explain to me a little bit more specifically on what you intended when you included the European stone balls in correlation with like the gods and the Egyptian pyramids and whatnot. Is it just a matter of like those places had like the Easter Island has this stuff and Egyptians have the pyramids, or is it like a metaphysical comparison that you're making? Like, just so that I understand, maybe it's connected. Okay. So then I wanted to understand what you were saying. So yeah, okay. A 10-foot wide stone ball recently discovered in Bosnia forest is touching off a hot debate in academic circles. Was it created by Mother Nature or a lost civilization? Located near the town of Zavodovci, the giant sphere, the largest of a group of such objects, is partially sticking out from the ground, and according to archaeologist Sam Samir I'm not going to be able to say your last name, who discovered the stone in March, it may have a very high iron content and weigh over 30 tons. It might end up as the biggest stone ball on the planet. Bosnian Indiana Jones, for his global travels, has spent 15 years researching what he refers to as the prehistoric stone ball phenomena. In a blog written last month for his archaeological park, Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun Foundation suggests that the Bosnian ball could be the largest man-made stone ball in Europe. He says many others found throughout the world could point to long-lost advanced civilizations from the distant past, and we have no written records about them. Enjoy your lurk, Bell. We appreciate you. Have a good one. We'll see you later. So sorry, I'm too busy. I gotta get. No. You're totally good. Deco Bro is way more profitable than Miles. Ooh, okay. I'm excited to see what happens. I know this one. Some dude really tried to make Bosnian supernatural pyramids a thing. Hold on, there's a video essay on it. Okay, because this is already red flagging for me as a pseudo archaeological approach. And chillax. From my perspective, just based off this very short reading that I have, and possibly on whatever Alex might be able to post for us, I think this is probably less of an actual, like a real thing, and more of somebody who is just trying to create what is it called? Sensationalize an idea. That this article calling this person an archaeologist already has me apprehensive inherently. Yeah, so this is okay. Businessman, books on ancient civilizations, a speaker, and a researcher of megalithic and pyramid sites. Like, I don't see anywhere that they are actually in. So they have, okay, so possibly this is him, a PhD in sociology, which does not make for an archaeologist. So I already have my issues taken with that, especially on this article in particular, classifying them as a archaeologist. This is kind of like, what is it called? Misguided. It's misinformation. A grifter. There's a trick about the stones. They're also found in Costa Rica. Wait, stone balls, Costa Rica. So there being evidence of stone balls in places. Again, personal opinion, doesn't necessarily speak to an ancient civilization. I think that there could be something going on. There could have been a civilization that created stone balls for sure. But I think that last article sort of, maybe it's just the article specifically and it's not necessarily their intended purpose overall, but it just feels a little bit like there's an attempt to make this sound I don't know. He had archaeological digs performed at those pyramids, which stumbled into standard flat rock formations, which he's claimed to be ancient roads and so on. Yeah, no real evidence that it's man-made. Yeah. First sarco could have been the first sarcophagus, who knows? But out of stone, I genuinely think that this is something I would need to do way more reading on. But like ancient Carved stone. Like, it is not an impossibility for ancient people to carve incredibly smooth surfaces. We have seen the kind of like, if you see the Incan stonework walls, like if you see the walls of the like ancient Incan civilization and the kind of walls that they built, like it's an incredible feat, right? They were able to get the such precise measurements and like carving done in order to make it so that many of these stones, people have tried to stick blades through them and they can't, and they've been standing for like hundreds of years, right? Thousands of years, but maybe more, hundreds of years. Anyway, I digress. The potentiality is there for ancient people to make smooth stones. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that these stones were made by people. And the thing is, there's a reason pyramids keep popping up all over in ancient civilizations. Yeah, precisely. It is a I don't know. I think I would struggle, or I do struggle with this idea, particularly and probably more specifically with this concept, the European stone balls. I think for me, Chillax, my opinion is that geology is fascinating, and the way that the earth can shape stones and minerals is fascinating. I don't think personally, with what I have just initially seen, there's any evidence to say that there is an ancient civilization that created these. Again, I haven't really looked into this super in depth, so I can't really speak on it with any confidence. But my gut instinct is to say that this is, if this stone truly exists and wasn't created by the person who found it, which is oftentimes a thing that can happen, or it's a thing that can happen, not oftentimes, but it's just a thing that can happen, then it was likely created by the earth itself and was just happened upon. And perhaps, maybe we'll find out at some point that there were people who helped shape it, because that is also a very popular thing, like within certain ancient societies, coming across something that is uniquely shaped or creating something with a unique shape in nature can then make it a very religious and spiritual item or fixture or feature. And so there is the potentiality that maybe a group of people came over, saw this, carved into it, and made it into what it is. But at the moment, I am inclined to think that it's maybe just a geological phenomenon. It's the most straightforward way to build a tall building when you don't have access to metal support beams. Yeah. For me, is Book of Enoch. I don't know what that is. That the one who found it was the one who created it is also a thing about man tracks, the video essay I linked about evidence for you. Oh, yes. And that is such a, I don't want to say it's popular. It's just, it is a thing. I've heard, even within my studies, we would read about certain scientists, social scientists, archaeologists, anthropologists who wanted something so badly to be true that they either convinced themselves of it being true or they manipulated the evidence to make it true. And when it comes to the work of an anthropologist, particularly an archaeologist, my understanding is that the things that we see in the headlines are such a small percentage of what archaeologists actually accomplish on the field and what most archaeologists throughout their entire lifetime will accomplish. Maybe you'll have one or two things that are like really exciting for you, but don't make the headlines per se. But like that claim to fame, that desire to want to find something and to become famous and to be well known for being the discoverer of X, Y, and Z, like it is quite the vice. It is quite the vice. I would assume that it's probably pretty similar in many areas of academia, but I'm not entirely sure. I can only speak on what I know. Yeah, I don't actually know about the book. I think a really fun stream could be the exploration of pseudoscience. We did it in the past. We talked about it in the past, but we talked about the harm that comes with pseudoscience, which I think is very, like, still very valid, very rooted in, like, whatever. It's, in my opinion, it's super based. But to explore some of the pseudoscience-y things that people think of in chat, but then to go through them and try to find a way to, like, either highlight the areas where it's like, this is definitely a falsehood, or outright be able to, like, disprove it, would be very interesting. I know that that is a basically a focus for, like, Milo Rossi and other people online, but, like, I honestly, I'm not super familiar with a lot of the pseudoscience-y and pseudo-archaeological things of the world. Your Altaic language family and the Nostriatic macro family, because it's been disproven as much as it can be, but since it's Soviet made, a lot of people here still stick to it. Ooh, so it is somewhat political. Yeah, and the politics that come into these discussions can be really heated and very interesting as well. Yeah, Alex, that's actually super fascinating. I didn't know about that. Um, there's like an what? What is it? Okay, let's see. Blue Letter Bible. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. The Book of Enoch. What is it and where can I find it in the Bible? If it's not in the Bible, why was it taken out? Who was Enoch? Why is so much authority and attention given to this book? What does it tell us about the Bible? So this is a article written by somebody who is within the practice and the faith, I would assume, of Christianity. Okay. Just give me the recipe. Yes. Oh God, this is absolutely one of those websites. This is kind of the, yeah. Okay, so this person is saying both Cain and Jared had sons named Enoch. They are the only two Enochs mentioned in the scriptures. And again, this is going to be one perspective of this idea that I have no idea about. So I'm just kind of exploring it and I'm getting one point of the kaleidoscope of information that there probably is on the internet. Is that in this book? Chillax? There are actually 3 books all called the Book of Enoch. There's there's 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Books 2 and 3 were written many years after the first book. When people today speak of the Book of Enoch, almost always they have referred to the first one. Okay. Son of Jared. However, this book was written many, 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 many years ago. Okay, and so after Enoch was taken to heaven, so we know he wasn't the author. Pseudepigrapha writings. Pseudo, false. Epigraphian, to inscribe. Thus, pseudoepigraphia. Grapha? Writing means to write falsely. Ooh, interesting. The pseudepigraphal writings are not included in the canon, the books of the Bible, divinely inspired by God and acknowledged by the church. According to blueletterbible.org, These are writings which claim as its author someone who did not produce it. In other words, a forgery. The real author. Okay, so it doesn't say that the book is false. This is that the writer of the book is false. The real author wrote the book under the name of someone else. The idea was to provide the writing with some sort of okay, interesting. I fucking understand now what you guys are talking about. Sorry, it went over my head. The books of Enoch are part of a large group. Within this group are other books supposedly penned by various biblical greats with titles such as The Life of Adam and Eve. It wasn't, as I said. They're not included in the Bible. Okay, so what is this book? Does Jesus mention or validate? Okay, so Jesus never talked about the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch tells us all kinds of things that the Bible doesn't say. It is full of what I would call vain imaginations. And therein lies the issue. The Bible says not to add or take away, but the Book of Enoch adds a great deal. Personally, I don't think so, because the Book of Enoch is not a valid part of the scripture. It should not receive the same authority. What is inside of it? Go to first page. Wiki. I don't trust wikis, though. Again, I can't even trust this person because they're just writing. Magnet, it's good to see you. How are you? I heard the proof that the book is legit because the Jews of Jesus Day. You know what? This person has a lot to say, and they're not saying anything at all, if I'm being honest. I'll have to look into this later as well, because I have no earthly idea. Ancient Jewish apocalyptic religious text ascribed by tradition. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look at it later. It's going to have to be something that I explore in a little another time. I'm also using a browser source that kind of blocks a lot of stuff, so maybe that's also not helping, but Brave is best. Brave is a good one. I do agree. I do love it. Aliens Among Us. The Book of Enoch. Interesting. Hell yeah. I cannot Among Us. Pretty sus. I am not much of a language learner. As much as I love language, I clearly struggle learning it. But God, I would love to learn a new language. Okay, let me look at bog butter really quickly. What do you think about Atlantis, real or hoax? I wish Atlantis was a real place, but I do think that many cities or small groups or like, I think that there's a potentiality for a lot of that to have been lost underwater. We're kind of seeing as the waters reduce, we're seeing things come up out of the water. I know I've used water about 20 times now. But I think that Atlantis specifically is a hoax. I think that the ideas around Atlantis and the concepts and the hype and everything else, I think all of that is a hoax. Personally. I have a language nerd website for you. Put me on it. Post it in the Learn Today section because that's where I'll actually be able to access it. A brief history of bog butter. Turf cutters in Ireland regularly find chunks of butter deep in the nation's peat bogs. What the hell? Guys, this is butter! You guys have heard of bog bodies, but have you heard of bog butter? Just add butter. Recently, Jack Conway was cutting turf, the term for digging up blocks of moss and enflag peat bogs in County Meath, Ireland, when he discovered a 22-pound lump of butter. The find, believed to be 2,000 years old, according to the Irish Times, isn't an unusual occurrence in Ireland, where every year people digging up peat moss to heat their homes encounter chunks of the dairy. Bogs up, buttercup. Oh my God. The discoveries, which are called bog butter, can be thousands of years old. In 2009, a 77-pound, 3,000-year-old oak barrel of the stuff was found. That's insane. 100-pound, 5,000-year-old chunk. Oh my God. If I ever go to Ireland, magnets, I want to see you. But also, I freaking want to go to the Cork's Butter Museum. Take me to the Butter Museum. Thank you for that yawn reading. When you keep butter a bit too well, for real. So what is bog butter? It's exactly what it sounds like. Butter made from cow's milk, buried in a bog. What makes it special is its age. After spending so much time in the cool, damp peat, it starts to take on the appearance and consistency of paraffin wax. According to a study on bog butter, by researchers at University of Bristol, some of the chunks are non-dairy. When analyzing carbon isotopes in 9 samples of butter, they found that 6 of them were indeed dairy products, while the other 3 were from animals, perhaps tallow. Oh, neat. Okay. Concluded that early Celtic people probably sunk the butter in the bog simply to preserve it or to protect from thieves. The cool, low oxygen, high acid environment of the bog made a perfect natural refrigerator, seeing as butter was valuable commodity. Wait, but what did they do? How did they clean it off? There are other theories about the butter as well. It could also have been buried in the bog as an offering to the gods. Ooh, interesting. They make bread with volcanoes? I didn't know that. What? Wait, which accepted Conway's butter lump before sending it to the National Museum of Ireland for analysis. The Conway's big pad is thought to be thousands of years old. My hands really did smell of butter. There was even a smell of butter in the room. Ooh. Wait a damn minute. Bread in Iceland. Whoa. Oh, okay, you're not gonna do, okay. Behind a fucking paywall. Excellent. I love that. I love when that happens. Who wants to learn anyway, you know? Who fucking wants to learn here? For free. Couldn't be us.
Siggy Ron Hilmarsson is an Icelandic baker with an unconventional oven. He bakes bread by burying it underground, where it's heated for 24 hours by nearby hot springs.
What?
It's very common to see hot springs here in Iceland. There is constant lava crawling under us. This lava is heating up water, and this water comes boiling up on the surface. We could put it in the oven, but this is much more fun.
Oh my god!
Iceland is one of the most volcanic regions in the world, with 30 active volcanoes at any one time. That helps create an abundance of hot springs.
I'm learning I know nothing about Iceland.
Water, and Siggy uses them to his advantage. He specializes in baking húfabröð, a traditional Icelandic rye bread recipe that dates back hundreds of years.
I know for sure that in this village, I can track it down as far as late 1800 something. My grandmother taught my mother how to bake this bread, and my mother taught me. In the hot spring rye bread recipe,
I'm hungry now.
Rye, flour, sugar, baking powder, salt,
Everybody go eat.
and milk. We put this in a pot, we put butter in the pot, then we wrap it with plastic foil, and we put it down in our hot spring hole for 24 hours. It's very obvious to see if the ground is hot or not.
Yeah.
I never use a
Can they not walk
thermometer
barefoot, I wonder?
if I need to check the heat, I just use this one. Our biggest challenge is rain. If it rains a lot, these holes that we are using can cool down. And if they are not hot enough, obviously the bread doesn't bake completely.
I'm ready.
Everybody eats our bread. Our visitors, the locals,
Oh, man.
taste that you don't
Me too,
get from
honestly.
ovens. The texture of this bread is quite special. It's quite heavy. It's not the typical light bread. When you
Yeah, it looks
show
like
this
cake.
to travelers that come to Iceland and you see their faces, they go, wow. Then you start to think that this is quite amazing actually.
This is a wonderful range of things. Oh, not in Ireland, in Iceland. Damn it. Is this a cupcake if the whole
Make sure
planet
that
is a cup?
You like extreme weather, you like darkness in winter.
Yeah.
You like 24 hours
Chili
sunlight in
pepper to
summer.
ooh, yum.
Because if you don't really like any of those
Oops, sorry.
things,
Where
you're
are
not
we?
going to be too happy here.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, the baby!
This is Relocated, where we tour the living situations of people who choose to live off the beaten path.
My name is Isley Royst, or you can pronounce Islay. I live in a small fishing village in the West Fjords of Iceland called Ísafjörður. Ísafjörður is one of the most remote places in Iceland, here in the West Fjords, and there's a population of about 2,500. And
Somebody
here I'm
took the
working
bread
as a
that's
photographer.
fucked.
I relocated
How upsetting.
to Iceland in the year 2018 about. I always knew that I was going to move to Iceland ever since I was a little kid. Flying back and forth from Germany to the States, we'd fly over Iceland and Greenland, and I just remember being so fascinated and intrigued with the landscape and how beautiful it was. I thought to myself, one day I'm going to move here.
God, it is beautiful.
Prior to
Imagine,
living
like,
in
waking up and
Iceland,
seeing that every day.
I was living in Los Angeles for a few years, and there I was working in the TV and film industry. I got to a point that I wasn't very fulfilled in my career. And very
She was working in the
happy
TV and the
Los
film
Angeles.
industry.
And I dropped everything and left.
Yeah, chillax, I get that.
Something unique about my living arrangement is that I live in a fjord that was cut out by a glacier, and we have these giant mountains that surround us. It's quite beautiful to wake up to in the morning. So I live in a one-bedroom flat, and I'm alone there. For me, the least glamorous side of my living arrangement, I think, is my kitchen, because I like to cook, and my kitchen is really small, and I really don't have much space. And the countertop is so low, and so I'm always like very hunched over, and it always
Yeah,
hurts my
chillax,
back
that's scary.
to cook, and it just isn't fun.
Absolutely.
But even having a kitchen that's not so exciting is not really a downfall when you have so much beautifulness around you. We are very isolated, so it's not a place for everybody. For example, in the wintertime, the roads can be closed for days when there's big storms. Shipments can be late. It just depends. I think it's something else that's very unique is that it's very safe here, and I don't lock my doors. I don't need to lock my car door. I don't need to lock my house door. And I
Chillax,
don't
are you
feel
in
any danger
on the west
whatsoever.
coast
Yeah, I
of
think
the
there's any
US?
danger here in the West
Or no?
Maybe avalanches or rock slides. And I think something else that's very unique that you don't find in a lot of places is that everyone here is always willing to help you. And it's very hard to find that, I think, in other places.
Shit, yeah, that's scary too. Because I don't know much
My
about what's
daily
happening in
routine
Europe.
is never the same. It's always
Outside of, like,
completely different.
certain areas.
I go out and do my photo shoots, or if I have some people to guide around, I go out and do that. The trips are for, nature enthusiasts, photography enthusiasts, hiking enthusiasts. Sometimes you can find me on a ship or a boat, going through the Arctic Ocean, or to certain fjords, or I can be flying. on an airplane. It's really a new adventure.
This person
every day.
went from living in LA, working in the
Living
film
here
and movie industry.
It's not
or
so
whatever.
expensive when it comes to certain things, but there are other aspects that are expensive. So for instance, I live on the edge of town and my rent doesn't cost so much as if I were to live downtown or 6 hours away in Reykjavik.
What is that video,
So I spend
Chillax?
a lot of money mostly on food or fuel for my car, or if I want to buy something, I have to have it shipped or imported. So there are like high costs with that. So I can't just get anything that I want right away. And so that can be expensive in a way. I think one of the revelations that I've had since living here is that I don't think I can ever go back to living in a major big city because I enjoy my silence and I enjoy the nature and not so many people around me and people consuming and consuming. To be more mindful of my spending, more mindful of my waste. That is a revelation that I've had. And just be more considerate of the environment. What can I do to minimize my footprints here on the earth? The only, I think, downside for me is that my family's in Germany.
Tell me what
and my other
what is the
family's
name
in
of that
US.
video, Chillax? I'll find it that
So
way.
It's kind of hard to see them, you know, when I want to see them. It's really hard to say how long I plan on staying in this living arrangement because I would like to have my own cabin. Right now I'm renting, and I also can see myself married, and I would at least like one kid. One piece of advice that I would give to someone who is looking to move
Thank you.
somewhere remote or try something new is just be passionate and excited about what you want to do. Make sure that it's something that you really love and just go for it. I hope you enjoyed the tour and little rundown of
Hi,
my life here in East
Meaty.
Peter. Make sure to
I'm
check
having
out
a
all
very
of this.
good day. We're doing a little bit of light learning. How are you? How are you doing?
He accused
Thank you so much for giving me a shout out. I appreciate you. Literal legend, Zai. This is a video that Chillax just posted.
Serbia is on edge. Roads blocked. Bridges seized. Ruling party offices under attack.
We're learning just about everything right now. It's not necessarily a focused type of day. We'll probably be wrapping up the learning segment of it very soon, just so I can kind of hang out and play. But we've just been talking about archaeology. We talked about dinosaur soft tissue possibly being able to help us work with cancer within humans and how it reacts. We talked about Neanderthals having potential family recipes. There was something else we might have talked about as well, just fun things. Oh, bog butter. We did talk about bog butter. Yeah, which is a crazy statement, but you know. How has your day been? How's your Sunday? Did you stream earlier?
Thousands demanding change and snap elections. What began as a peaceful protest has now turned into a major political crisis. People want early elections, and President Alexander Vučić is accusing them of causing terror. Dozens of people have been arrested and tensions are soaring as
The bog butter to lava
bread
bread pipeline. It's so true.
What's really happening in Serbia and what has
Yay, Mitty! Are you doing? Is today the peak day? I also love learning Mitty. He's a good. He's a good.
with Serbian flags in their hands. Tens of thousands of people gathered in the heart of capital Belgrade. They held 16 minutes of silence for the 16 lives lost in the 2024 Novi Sad tragedy, which unleashed
I'm so
a relentless
excited,
wave of
Mitty.
anti-corruption
You guys are gonna have so much
protests
fun.
across Serbia.
It's gonna be chaos.
Around 140,000 people had gathered. These protesters were singing, they were dancing and chanting slogans.
I think I have a friend who's.
Today we are here to change Serbia. To change Serbia and to finally see an end to this.
Oh,
war.
maybe not Serbia. I don't
Somehow,
know.
I don't know how to get to those elections to call them. And yes, I hope that they will be as fair as possible, because there will never be completely fair ones. And then we will start another fight, only not on the streets, but at the polling stations.
Oh,
Well, the hope is that something will change, that after 30 years we will be able to truly live in the society we have been fighting for since the 90s. At least that is why I am here.
oh no, I saw
But then it
Chillax.
took a violent turn. Streets of Belgrade
Yeah.
witnessed havoc as clashes erupted between protesters and the riot police deployed.
Chillax. Everybody's like there's so many different conflicts going on right now in the world.
The anger among the crowd surged.
I obviously
Riot officers
can't
used tear gas
understand
and
this
guns
specific
to attempt to disperse a crowd that also
frustration,
took
but I know that
off
we in the States are also
sparks of
experiencing a
violence.
lot of conflict, lots of protests that are not violent but being treated like violent.
At least 38
It's
people
so
were
upsetting.
taken into custody in Belgrade and
And it
77
becomes one of
others
those
arrested
frustrating
on accusations including planning to block roads and
things
attack state institutions.
where it's like,
The
I don't know
community in
how
Novi Sad
to
posted
stop.
videos that
Like,
showed
there's,
large crowds
how do you
streaming
stop
onto major
this?
bridges.
People have
Students
different
fighting
opinions, different
barriers
thoughts,
using
different
pens
needs,
and
different wants.
pencils.
This includes
The
wealthy
demonstrators have been
people,
calling for snap elections.
impoverished people.
They want President Alexander Vucic to go.
What is happening is that we will not give up. We want to topple Vucic. Anybody
And we
else
talked
who
about
can
this
help us?
earlier. We talked about it earlier where it's
Now,
like
protests
everybody's
have
opinion of good
erupted
and
across
bad
the
and everything
country,
is
with bridges blocked, roads
gonna be
barricaded,
different.
tents in city squares, and
Finding a
violence.
compromise would be nice, but I just don't know.
But President Vucic continues to remain defiant. He accused the student-led movement of causing terror.
No,
and
chillax,
said
I hear
anyone
you. And
who
like, yeah, it is
uses
frustrating. And this is good to
violence
like be reminded
will
of.
destroy the state.
That it's
There
not
will be
just
many
where
more
you
arrests
are,
or attacks
chillax,
like
or
these.
ourselves,
This
but
is
there's
not
like
the end,
conflict
he
happening
said.
everywhere.
We must
That's a
reach
good
out to all
question.
those who think
Chillax.
differently, talk to them, open a dialogue. There are no negotiations with terrorists and those who wanted to destroy the state. Responsibility will follow, in every sphere and every domain of social life. But for those who have different political ideas, for those who are not satisfied with the level of democracy,
I know, right?
for those who think that we have done something wrong,
Yes
for
and
the
no.
world, who think
Okay.
that we are doing something wrong, we are always willing to talk to them, and we will have to do so. Revenge must not be our language, but responsibility must be part of our future.
It's crazy, that statement.
The Novi Sad disaster has already led to the resignation of the Serbian Prime Minister and a cabinet reshuffle. The Serbian president claims these protesters are a foreign ploy to destroy his government. People in Serbia say it's not about politics but trust. They say with the collapse of the roof of the Novi Sad station, the trust in the government collapsed as well. Moreover, the protesters also accuse President Vucic of silencing critics and allowing corruption to thrive.
Mm-hmm.
They also accuse him of turning Serbia into an authoritarian state, allowing
Ugh,
organized
Alex.
crime to flourish. President Vucic denies it all, but the cracks in his rule are becoming harder to ignore. Months of protests across the country, university showdowns have rattled Vucic, whose second term will end in 2027. The president has previously to refuse snap elections. His Progressive Party-led coalition holds 156 of 250 parliamentary seats. He has also maintained close ties to Russia. Serbia, a candidate of EU membership, has not joined Western sanctions imposed on Russia over its invasion of Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
But are arrests and accusations enough to silence the crowd? Or is Serbia heading towards a political showdown?
The token boy. I was stuck in bed 6 months, barely survived during COVID. Yeah. I also really struggled during COVID, but during COVID was whenever I was going to the most, well, allegedly I went to the most protests. Yeah, it's no, chillax. Tom, welcome in. Yes, we were talking about it because Chillax was mentioning that they are in Serbia and there's a shit ton of protests going on over there, which I didn't know. I didn't know. I knew that protests are happening all over the world for all sorts of reasons, but I just didn't know about the protests going on specifically in Serbia. I think I'm one of the few that thrived during COVID. That is incredible, Zai. I didn't have a terrible time, but I was like personally, but I did participate in a lot of stuff that needed to be participated in. If you learned anything about Putin, there would suddenly be a constitution reform in 2026 for presidential term reset. What does that mean, Alex? Explain. That's pretty cool, yeah. They've been protesting for months. And of course, it is not being talked about in our own media. Why would it be? I have COVID, nothing happened, and then I come back to work, I pull heavy things, even they say don't do it, and out of nowhere, yup. Oh my gosh, I need to rest. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's totally understandable. Holy cow. Can't drink the sarcophagus juice, can't eat the tomb cheese. What even is the point of archaeology? It's very true. It's a very good point. World's oldest cheese found in an Egyptian tomb, but it may be filled with a deadly disease. Ancient cheese with a deadly disease. Ancient cheese with a deadly disease. Ancient cheese. 2,000-year-old lump of butter found in Irish bog. Can we still eat the fucking bog butter? Legendary grilled cheese. Oh my god. Ah, amazing. And then this was that guy. All right, I think that's enough learning for right now. We got a good chunk of information. Oh, but this article that's kind of on the screen, half on the screen right now, is also talking about the Neanderthals with their local food traditions. So that is a topic being spread across multiple websites, which I think is neat. 300,000-year-old wooden tools discovered in China. Researchers sequence whole genome of ancient Egyptian. Wait, that's actually pretty sick. Look at all this shit. Archaeologists find 3,500-year-old traces of rice in Guam. Human footprints at White Sands are up to 22,400 years old. Tiwanaku civilization's temple discovered in Bolivia. Ancient DNA study traces incredible journey of dogs across America's fun. Pigs were domesticated from wild boars over 8,000 years ago in China. Ooh, another fun exploration. I love the theories that come along with like how humans developed what they developed. You're so welcome, Chillax. So I love history. What do you think about I don't know what that is. How was streaming with Dan? It looks like yeah, Mitty, it was so much fun. I will say, you will hear it here first. I do not enjoy, for myself, I do not enjoy streams with the gimmick of like getting high, getting drunk, doing any of that kind of stuff. I think it's because for a long time, I needed some kind of substance in order to break down my barriers of like for being social. And so I would use like drinks, for instance, as that liquid courage to be the self that I felt most confident in, right? The flirty, the chatty, the silly, the whatever, like no, I didn't care about like, you know, you had no inhibitions kind of thing. But now as a 34-year-old lady, I'm gonna be 34 in August. I think I am more inclined to just be myself and to have other people, if you guys want to indulge, do whatever you want to do, fine. But I think for myself, I prefer to just be of sound mind, because when I'm under any other type of influence, I sort of just like mellow out. And it's not a bad thing per se, but I do get a little self-conscious about it. And I got a little self-conscious about how I was portraying myself on stream. Because I was just like, I was mellowed. I was fighting the, like within myself, if I look back on it, I was fighting that, that like rise of fear that sometimes comes up whenever I do any type of like controlled substance or whatever. And I just was very like apprehensive. And so I think while like medicinally, I think there's a like a time and a place for it. I think recreationally for like drinking and anything else, I like it in small doses where it doesn't necessarily remove me of my own cognition. And so I had a lot of fun hanging out with Dan, chatting with Dan, being silly with Dan, streaming with Dan. I love streaming with Dan. But I think just that the added element of the whole gimmick was like, it's just not for me. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. The reason Putin is still around is we had a constitution reform in 2020, which was advertised as claiming a lot of good, conservative things. Marriage is man and woman, Russian must be protected, etc., etc. But with that, they reset the fact that Putin has, yes, Alex. Oof. Yeah, I don't know much about that, chillax. That's a great point. Yeah, I used to be the same exact way, and I think I just like the feeling of losing control. You don't like yes, and admitting there, I think there is an element of that too. I think it's made all the more like complicated when it comes to streaming, right? Because if you're streaming and then indulging in stuff, you are having to still show up to a thing and be turned on. So there needs to be some level of like control because there's a lot riding on what you present to stream. And I think, yeah, that just added element is a little just out of my wheelhouse. I also think that I'm not a huge fan of like being in an altered state. I went through a phase like maybe 6-7 years ago, however long ago it was, where like that's just all I did basically all the time. I wasn't streaming at the time, but I just like I was exploring and I was figuring it out and whatever. But like I had my window and I did it. And now that I'm outside of that window, I'm just like I don't know. Yeah, even back then, the people who I would like indulge in would be like, "Oh, you don't need to be high or drunk or anything to have a good time." And it was almost surprising to them, I guess, at the time. It just felt like it was a very surprising thing because I just didn't need it. And I don't think I still need it now. And I don't necessarily enjoy it. What I enjoy, and I know I'm on a bit of a rant here. I'll promise I'll fall off and we'll play Fields of Mystery very soon. But Poke, I love you. Welcome in. The only reason why I like drinking alcohol is because I like the taste of it. In the same way that the only reason why I like drinking coffee is because I like the taste of it. What it does to me, I could care less. If it didn't do anything, I would be fine. Non-alcoholic drinks, totally fine for me. Sometimes I like the little edge that it takes off, or the edge that it adds in the case of coffee. But for the most part, I like it for the flavor. The impact on my ability to control myself, control my thoughts or whatever, I can like kind of live without, I think. So yeah. And you would think I would have learned that about myself when I like indulged a couple of years ago and I did like a a drinking stream or whatever it was. And I hated it. I feel like I embarrassed myself and I unlisted the video and I deleted it and I ran away. I was like, what am I doing? I didn't learn. Apparently. I think I found myself to be uncomfortable with people in my life that can't hang out without getting overboard on either side. Ooh, Midi, I agree. I agree with that. I also find myself in a position where I do not enjoy when it becomes a detriment. I think that's a big thing for me is when it becomes a detriment. I think that like daily use of something, I think I could be okay with, as long as it's not like, I think I would agree with you overall, Mitty. I think I'm in a very similar boat. I've just kind of taken to, I don't need people to be sober around me. I just don't want people to be losing their goddamn minds. I do not, I'm just not a huge fan of too drunk of a person, too intense of a person when they're drunk or high or whatever it is. I've turned out to be very sensitive. Okay, we're gonna continue this. Oops, Dan's video is still on. Game Field of Mistria. I don't think I have Chillax. What culture is that from? Is that in the right spot? Maya? No, I haven't heard of it. I have not. And I lowered the volume of the game. Pause on unfocus. Well, you know, it's fine. Dragon's breath affects fruit trees. 24-hour clock. VSync is on. I'll change title to this game. Yeah, game title has been changed, or the game section has been changed. But I wanted to increase the volume there. Oh, sorry. I don't know if that was super loud. Audio on focus. Don't pause it on unfocus. Play eating and drinking sounds. Play text blip sounds. Footsteps, animal sounds. Yeah. Standard default. Screen shake. For sleep. Over sleep penalty. Alright. I didn't realize I had that. I've been hypercritical of people in the past, but I think I did that. Hold on, let me... Oh! I just fucking did the clip button. I didn't mean to do that. Well. Make a funny clip! Okay. I think I changed the game category. Did I change the game category? I did. Okay, excellent. We're good. Thank you. Hypercritical of people in the past about it, even arrogant about it. Oh, you have to drink to loosen up? Oh, you have to smoke? Interesting. Alex, have you moved away from being that arrogant element of it? Do you think that that is a benefit to your relationships, or to like your own like approach with relationships? I think I would agree with the hypercritical element. I can be hypercritical of people, especially with people who like need things, for sure. I've been there. But I think I would struggle with the arrogant element. Even as somebody, like if I was a third party watching the exchange, I think I would struggle with that. Because like needs are different for people. Okay, so everybody, let me introduce you to my place. Wait, it's 7 o'clock in the evening, so I'll do that tomorrow. But basically, we gotta let all of our animals inside of the place. Hold on, let me just go get them. Oh my god, I'm gonna show you guys everything. I love this game so much. So we're gonna send our babies inside. This is our newest baby. Babe, you better go in. Oh, they need more food. I just recently got more, or made gold equipment. So now theoretically I'll be able to go into the mines and do better stuff. But we've got our strawberry pink baby. We've got our bonbon. This is Loaf. Their original name was Harold. I did change it. This is Kith. I forget who this is. It's probably strawberry milk or some shit. Cheesehead. We're gonna go over here. My farm is not pretty, so you guys don't judge me on my farm quality. I wasn't, like, I was never, I'm not good at building this stuff, but, I am, wait, how do I, oh my god, my brain stopped working. But I will eventually get there. The art is so cute. It is so cute! Have you ever played this before? Is this new to anybody? I've gotten better with it, and I'm slowly learning why I have this arrogance in the first place, why I need to feel superior to others, which ultimately comes down to an inferiority complex and comparing myself to others. Hello, uni graduation reunion. So I'm slowly working on it. Hell yeah, dude. That is very insightful of you, and I'm happy we were able to kind of explore that within yourself and like get down to the to why you might be experiencing these things. Oh, so much. Okay, get away from the box. But that makes sense. Okay, everybody's been given their shit. Everybody's been given their shit. I'm growing corn out there. This is my dog, Ripley. Then we're gonna go to sleep. And then I'll give you guys a tour of my farm tomorrow. I know the game, but haven't played yet. Oh, but yeah, if you like games that are like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon and that kind of stuff, also like dating sim type stuff, I think you would enjoy it. The art is so adorable. I love it so much. But then I also really like the gameplay of it as well. I've been like really living for this game. So we're transitioning everybody into a bit more of a cozy space, okay? Like Stardew, guess I won't like it then. But it's like Stardew and not exactly like Stardew, if I may. If I may. I'm already on the 21st of summer. Time, I hate how quickly time moves in these days. What was a surprise for me? During previous session, we've discussed that I might lack in emotional intelligence, picking up on how people show... Ooh, Alex, that would be interesting. No worries, chillax. That would be interesting for me. I don't even know why I was putting myself in your shoes. That is an interesting, like, observation from your therapist. And it being surprising to you makes me think that you're probably a similar person as I am, where you think you were hyper intelligent, but maybe you're not. Ah. And so then... Okay, if that's the case, Alex, did you guys also dig into like what you might be picking up on then? So I'm avoiding buying new games I likely would have enjoyed. I just have been on that mood of never getting to play the games I buy. Fair enough. So what, if you don't mind me asking, what games have you started playing again? If you've played any of them recently? Oh, it's waning! All right, well... I'll show you guys. This is my little farm area. We make corn here. I'm actually trying to get better at farming. It's just really hard. I don't know. This is where we keep all of our cows and our alpacas. Look at this little baby. Oh my god, I love it. I need to work on clearing out my yes, you're 1,000, almost 2,000 backlog. Jeez, for real. Crazy. The animals won't be going out today because they hate the rain. So they're just gonna have to spend their time in here. I need to upgrade these smaller coops because I want to have more babies and more animals, but they're too small. You guys didn't do anything in here? Nothing? You give me nothing? Insanity. No. We're gonna put... Oh, not you. I also... Don't look at my organization, everybody. I'm trying my best, okay? Wait. And like how I overreact and feel the need to make my emotions stronger because one, I might undermine them if they're not grand enough. And two, because the bigger emotions are easier to read. Ooh! Alex, you're digging so much into your, like, yourself. I love that. No worries, Mitty. You enjoy your time. I love you a bit. Mwah! Have a great stream, babe! Enjoy! Kick ass! Or whatever it is you have planned until stream. I'm assuming it's stream, but whatever happens. I've been playing group games like Repo, Peak, Lethal Company. My free time is spent with my online friends. Wait, but that's really fun. That's super fun. But at least it gives me lots of options of things to play. That's true, Zai. What is one game that you're really looking forward to playing if you could say it? Rain World is so good, really difficult too, but I have a few single players I played this year, like Rain World really good, and a few Digimon games. Digimon, how fun! Yeah, that is very fun. Take my corn, take this. Oh wait, and you can have this. Okay, let's go talk to, wait, hold on. I have to think about this, because I'm trying to make this guy, this dragon person, fall in love with me. I want this dragon to love me. But, I don't know what he likes. So maybe what we'll do instead is we'll run and we'll find my favorite drama lady. I gotta remember where she is. Oh fuck, she's at the freaking inn. Post-apocalyptic alien world, and you're just a cute little cat clug in it, and you're just trying to survive in this alien fauna with a bunch of predators lurking around. I feel like I've heard of Rain World. I've just never played it myself. Oh, 2D platformer, so you already lost me. Alright, this is the ma'am I wanted to talk to. Oh! Damn it. Cat slug! I see, okay. Oh my god, alpaca wool! I will give you so much of it on Saturday. I've got a ton. Literally. You guys don't want to see my, what I have to... Okay, let's go to my dragon boyfriend. It's going to be either a complete hit or miss with each person. There's no in between. Ooh. I think because it's a 2D platformer type thing, it would be a game that Dan would need to play and I could just like watch, because I'm not a huge platformer person. I tried playing through Hollow Knight and I did not beat it. Oh my god. Preserved loot. It's different design from Hemlock's. Do you want this? You're welcome. I want him to love me so bad. I'll just visit him every day until the end of time. And then let's actually collect all of these, and let's go over to this chicken statue. I want you to want me to want you. Isn't there? That's a song. What is that song? Oh yeah. I want you to want me. I need you to need me. I want deviled eggs. Let's go. Gotta get off this. Gotta get off my horse. I can make deviled eggs now. Oh man. This is my favorite statue. I didn't realize I could do that at that statue until literally just the other day. And I find it very funny that in my actual real life, if I found something like this, you would never catch me trying to sell it. But in this video game, I sell so much because I prioritize wanting to be able to afford more animals. Not the museum that we have here that desperately wants to be filled. Nay. Yes, this is fantasy. This is my fantasy, and in my fantasy, we are Indiana Jones. Sell shit to earn animals. I absolutely am, and I will. And thank you for validating me. I don't think I have enough time to go into the mines today, so instead we will just do a little bit of heckin' collecting. Another thing that I'm trying to do in this game is get better at the frickin' cooking stuff. I want to cook more, but it is what it is. Game I'm looking forward to playing. Oh, well, there is this one small game you might have heard of. Game called Wait, are you gonna play it? Wait, are you gonna play that? Are you gonna play Tales Noir? Tales Noir? If you play that game, I swear to God, that's gonna be so much fun. Give me the grapes. There's grapes down here. We're making jam tonight, honey. And then I'm gonna go to the specific archaeological site that has all these digs, and we're just gonna pick it all up, and we're gonna get ready to sell some shit. A lantern, an ancient lantern. The song from the Tales Noir trailer has been in my playlist for a long time. Have you ever played the game? I'm not kidding. Have you ever played the game? The game is literally the best thing since sliced bread. It is my favorite game probably of all time. I love it so much. I think about it all the time. Oh my god, it's so good! You gotta play it! I'm telling you! You won't be disappointed! It is so good. Tales Noir, the prelude. Welcome back. Sometimes this one up here also has like lemons on it. Maybe lemon. Okay. Help! I was shown K-pop Demon Hunters music and now it's stuck in my head. Uh oh, you're doomed. I don't know the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff, so I can't help you per se, but arigato. You're welcome. I appreciate y'all being here and being willing to listen to me yap about all kinds of stuff. It's very fun. Oh my gosh, Coco, it's so cute and it's so fun. Have you ever played it before? Listen to the foot. It's good. It's so good. Nah, you not yapping. I appreciate the willingness nevertheless. Never, but this game is my vibe. Coco, it's called Fields of Mystria, and I really could not recommend anything more. It is so fun. It's been in my Steam library for 2 years now. This game? Or, no, Tales Noir. You gotta get on it. You've gotta get on it. It's so good! It actually refers to anyone with more knowledge than you are, so you can hear people refer to doctors and lawyers as sensei. Wait, that's cool. Waiting 81 people to follow so I could be number 2000. Wait, what? That's funny! If we could get 81 people to come in here. That's so funny. It was a compilation video and I was forced to listen to it. Oh god. Coco, thank you for paying your taxes. Wait, did you pay your taxes? No, I love having you here, Coco. Sorry. I had Tales Noir in my library since before I started hanging out here. So yeah, you should just get on it. Coco, thank you for paying your taxes. You should just get on it. The hell are you waiting for? There's a big fish. Woo! Person born before another. Ooh, so Dan is technically a sensei. You're a sensei because you were born before me. An ancient stele depicting a set of legendary armor. Give it to me! Look at these trees. Coco, thank you for the hydrate. I will be hydrating. With my coffee. Oh my god! I didn't know they had roses here. Oh my god, I've been missing out this whole entire time. I'm pissed. Oh my god, I'm pissed off. What the fuck? She had roses this whole time. She didn't tell me about it. Fake. Fake. Dan's an old man. Oh god. Oh shit, that reminds me. Wanted to add a thing in the thing. BRB, okay. By the way, anyone played Return of Obra Dinn? No, I haven't, but I'm sure a lot of people have. We've talked about it before. It's a game that I would love to play at some point. Hungry, I'm sorry you had to suffer through. Wait, do you want a flower? I know how much you like them. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Wait, G. Coco, thank you! Thanks for thinking of me, Nikki. You're so welcome! Anytime! Thank you for the stretch redeem. I did play Oberdin. Eee! A lot of people seem to have loved it. Let's go sell this fish. Oh, sorry. Fish. And this. And this. No, oh my god, these flowers are everything. I love them. I need a new flower box. Uh-oh. Time to create a new flower box. Pink. Pink, 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 pink. I have it on Steam, but lazy to press one button. Do it. Do it. Play it. I hear good things about it. Okay. And then let's do this, and we'll put it... Oh my god, this is so annoying. I need a better place for all of this shit. Flower. And flower. Oh, nope, you're not a flower. You're a flower, and you're a flower. Okay, you guys go here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh wait, that's a flower. You go here. You can go... That's okay. And then this one is like this, and this, and this. Is there a shell in there yet? No, but a shell now lives there. Because the art style... Oh, that makes sense. The art style is kind of difficult to look at. I can make deviled eggs! I should make a deviled egg! What time is it in the game? It's 9 o'clock. We're making a deviled egg, babies. And I'll give this to my dragon boyfriend tomorrow. Interesting aesthetic. My experience was enhanced because I played it on Discord call with friends. Okay, that is actually very, very fun. My weekend's going well so far, Coco. Going well so far, yeah. How is your weekend going? How's the baby? How are you feeling? Are you being treated like a queen? Raisin 90s, nothing can hurt my eyes thanks to Power Rangers. True. Your health is well. Today it is well. Yes, we're doing so much better today. I'm a little congested still, but it is so much better than I was, you know, a couple of days ago. So yeah, we're in a good spot. Thank you for asking, lovely. All right, let's invite everybody out because it's beautiful and sunny. Call outside. Let's water. Oh, I have my watering can in my pocket already. This and this. Oh, this. Everybody's out. Let's go. We're gonna go here. Take me to my boyfriend. He doesn't know it yet, but he will be in love with me soon. Here, do you want this? Damn it! Reading a scroll about history in this temple, a civilization predating the Alda constructed the exterior areas prior to the Dark Ages, but the cave itself existed long before that. I'm not familiar with the Dark Ages mentioned. Perhaps I missed it. Question mark. Have you played 80 Days? No, I haven't. What is that? Yesterday I did bath time with a baby. It was a beautiful experience! Oh my god, Coco! I freaking bet. Oh my gosh. That sounds divine. Sweet little nugget. Let's grab these bells. I think that's everything. Oh yeah, and this thing. Nut! Alright, now we're gonna travel back to our beautiful light chat! Oh my gosh, you're so sweet, Coco. Okay, this flower. I think this bell is actually edible. So let's go over here. You can have that for now. We're gonna go to the mines. I'm going mining today. What time is it? 8:20? Yeah, we're mining. We're mining. Everyone in chat is a majestic icon. I couldn't agree with that more. Literally every single one of you is beautiful and talented and amazing. We yearn for the mines. We yearn for the mines. 80 days is... I want this flower. Give me flower. Especially Milo. Especially Milo. The goodest boy. Hey, Hunter! Talented? Pff, I don't think I have any talent. Shut up, Hungry. Yes, you do. You are so talented, you little stinker. You're making a freaking video game. And you're in school. You're talented. 80 Days is an interactive fiction game developed and published by Inkle for iOS on July 31st, 2014. It employs branching narrative storytelling, allowing the player to make choices that impact the plot. No, I didn't know that, but that is so cool. Hunter, how are you doing today? It's going well. How are you? Are you being kind to yourself today? Oh, hell yeah! These rocks didn't stand a chance the first time I came out here. They definitely done so now. We're trying to find a ladder, everybody. Literally just looking for a ladder. I'm just ignoring everything because I don't want to deal with it. I just want to find my way out of here. Give me a ladder down, babes. Give me a ladder down. Yes! You see the Stardew part? Yeah! Stardew has shown... Stardew has entered the chat. I will beep you if you... Yeah! Yes! Coco, you tell him. Well, we can one day do that on Discord. I don't know. I'd have to see the game. Could be a fun time, though. Alright, we need to find... Oh, you're a stink. Wait, I wasn't even close to it. That feels kind of cheap to me. Alright, let me do some... Oh wait, no, I'm looking for a lever. I'm looking for a lever, so let's go over. Let's go down. Wait, is there nothing down there? Fuck! What a waste! Ah! Everybody be chill, be chill. Be chill! I'm leaving. No. Guys, what the hell? Where is this lever at? There's like a little... Okay, let's go this way. Okay. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, did I do it? Stop it. Leave me alone, everybody. I'm trying to get out of here. Shim, 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 shim. This way. Oh, come on. No! How did it hit it last time? Oh my god. I watch this type of game and I think to myself that I could clearly do something like this art style, but starting a game as an artist is a lot harder than you would. Yes. Have you met Hungry? Hungry is also in game development. Y'all could come to team up. Team up. Okay, guys, I forgot that I could just do this. I will not lie to you all. I did forget that I could just... Hey, what the heck, man? It's gonna be on this platform, watch. I'm gonna be so annoyed. I'm running out of juice. I'm running out of juice. Oh my god. It's gonna be here, isn't it? I didn't even have to go far. Watch this game. Running out of juice. Do I have anything to eat? I don't. Oh no, I have mushrooms. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine. You here? Want a partnership in making games? Hungry is here. Hungry. Woo! Come on. Oh, there's a silver chest over there. I want it. Oh, come on. Come on! That sucks. Okay, you guys suck. I'm so tired of this rock, bitch! Thank God, dude. Holy cow. Now, how does one... Can I not seriously do angles? That's so stupid. Fried rice, fun. Oh no! Oh, I have this. Nice. Where are we at time-wise? 7:20! How did the time get... I've got to bring food next time. Next time I go down into the mines, I've got to bring food. I guess so. Kind of bullshit if you ask me, but whatever. Alright. Well, I think this might be a good enough spot to end it as well. It's the end of this day. Oh, I went too far. I mean, I'm always here practically, but I mean, I would be down, but I have to make a new game every week for class at the moment, so it's that's true. Like a future endeavor. A future endeavor. Inside. Let's go give all the animals all the love. Oh my god, we got 2 golden milk, which means we can make golden butter. And I can give it to that person who was asking for it. Alright, all of this. Everybody, there you go. Have at thee. One, two, three. Oh my god, everybody ate their food. This. Gotta get more of this shit. Oops. Yeah, Blue Sky, let's follow each other so we can keep in touch in the future. Yeah, yeah! Hungry, I don't know if you have a Blue Sky. Collect, 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 collect. I actually don't know if I have any more. Oh, fuck. I don't have any more of that. That's a problem for tomorrow. They don't need any food today. It's fine. It's fine. My lazy little Ripley. Ugh. It's sell anything? I didn't make anything. I have $6,000 though. That's crazy. What am I gonna do with all that money? Let's save really quickly, and then I'll pause it, and then we'll wrap up stream. Okay, my sweet things. I think that's all I have for you today. This upcoming week, tomorrow, I will most likely be posting our schedule for the week, so you guys can look forward to that. If you aren't already following the Discord, might I recommend you do so, because that is where you will get all the information you need about my schedules. I need to get a hold of Kai to see about some things. Now you're done on the thing? No fucking worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And this goes to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream than we have been doing lately, but I think with how I'm feeling right now, and then also with Dan being home, I think I just would like to go and step away and just kind of chill. So I'll take care of myself so that I am ready for streams next week. I hope that I will catch y'all at one of them at some point, right? Thank you for the follows today. Belle, thank you for the biddies early on. Take care, doctor. Sounds good. Look, one day you guys might be calling me doctor. If I keep going to school, you guys better watch out. Zai, thank you for the biddies early on today. Robin, thank you for the resubscribe to the channel. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. We can do another 3 more hours. It's true, Benny, we could, but I promise you next week we'll have some long streams, okay? We'll figure it out. But until then, let's go see who's online. I think Mitty just went live, right? Mitty went live, right? She didn't. That son of a bitch. You are doctor or my puppy. Those are two very, like, that's a wide gap in between them. Mitty just went live. Okay, so we'll go ahead and raid into Mitty's space. How about that? All right, y'all. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys for being here, part of this space. I will catch you guys sometime next week if you guys are interested. Puppy to steal. Oh, I see. If you guys, no, hold on. Let's do, you did socials already, Zai, but I'll do it again. We'll do Discord again. We'll do raid and raid 2. So either one of those, please feel free to take. I'm always, oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being a part of the space. We will definitely be back next week. So come through, hang out, vibe, if you will. I felt I love animals more than humans. That's okay. I understand. Same. Some days anyway. All right. And we're going to go ahead and get this fucking raid started. Mitty is going to be playing Peak with some friends, which is really, really fun. So go hang out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you guys later, okay? I love you to bits and pieces. Y'all have a good one, all right? Bye! Never, See you guys later, alligators!